and welcome back to Smash Sounds. The beats were so flakes, so fire, that we actually knocked the power out. The vibrations hit the breaker, but we are back, Hangman.
Y'all ever have an event so fire that the breaker can't handle you?
Yeah.
Like, the electricity's in the air, not enough in the wires.
Let the static bring us down.
Yeah.
But we're going to get exactly right back to the action that we were right in before. It was Mr. E versus Kameme. They're going to start the set over back on the town in city, I believe. And it was, what, Lucina and...
Lucina and Sheik is what's going to be leading us off right where the action stopped. So both of these players, where we last left off, they were keeping things very even. A lot of the interactions are going to be in the air, I feel. Just the orientation of town and city, it brings itself to a very dynamic fight. You're going to be seeing multi-layered pressure, constant attempts to edge guard, either from the platforms, directly from below. Recoveries are going to get sniped left and right.
You can already see Mr. E is doing a lot of empty jumps, trying to see if he can bait Kameme to move forward. Luckily for him, it looks like he might have been able to get one little clutch hit there to down for the upper, that guaranteed combo.
We've been seeing a lot of Kameme Sheik, and I feel like there's a lot of aspects of it that are very similar to his Mega Man. How he's very aggressive and how he wants to zone his opponents. He wants to force them into the corner, almost funnel them into these danger zones, and then utilize the tools at his disposal to consistently pressure at the ledge, build up constant amounts of damage, so that when the time comes to get the kill, there is no question about if he can secure it.
Oh, and he goes real deep for that fair. I don't know if he got the double jump. Looks like he did. And that actually be the first stock going down for Mr. E. Now down to his final stock in this game one. But he's honestly not too far away. I mean, he needs a few good hits here and there. Maybe start setting up some ledge traps. But for now, Kameme is looking good in neutral.
It's all about finding that one opening. And it's so difficult on players like these, especially with how Kameme wants to try and measure out how far does he want to be away from Mr. E? How much does he have to respect the air that he can control with his moves? We know that Lucina is excellent at being able to break the zone. And if she can enter that space that Kameme is trying to defend, what's he going to do?
Look at that. Clean. Gets the nice hit of the dancing blade to close out that first stock. And now we're actually going to see Mr. E moving on here. He's definitely going to be looking for some grabs to get that guaranteed damage off of the down throw. But first he has to make it back onto the stage. Kameme is having absolutely none of it.
A little bit of interactions. Beautiful read from Kameme. He's going to be cleaning it up. However, excellent DI from Mr. E. He's going to keep him from getting the stock in a quick air dodge. Going to keep the E alive. Not going to do much with that down air, but at the very least, he keeps himself alive. And we know that Lucina is an excellent abuser of rage. If he can get his feet on the ground, find his footing, and start to put on the pressure, I feel like this could turn the tides on Kameme incredibly quickly, but we're not going to get that situation. Quick and firm from the bouncing fish, and game one is going to go in favor of Kameme, and we still got electricity going, so the fight goes on.
Yeah, the static is continuing. We are ready to shock the crowd and the viewers at home as we go ahead and move our way into game two. We saw there the weak Nair conversion into the bouncing fish, one of the tried and true Sheik combos to get those conversions. That's one of the best things that have happened throughout the evolution of the Smash 4 metagame, with Sheik's learning how to kill efficiently and effectively, and that's shown and demonstrated right there from Kameme.
I think at the very beginning of the set, we saw Kameme charge about 3/4 of the Needle Storm because he knows he's going to have those projectors on hand. They're so good at being able to meter the pace of his opponents and how they approach. You have to respect the needles, regardless of the fact that they don't do a lot percentage-wise. They leave you in shield stun for just enough that Kameme's able to assess the situation, figure out what he needs to do as far as the spacing is concerned, and it can interrupt a lot of actions.
Yeah, not only that, but it also forces your opponent to jump a lot of scenarios. You're going to recognize that, oh, how did they deal? Did they run up shield or did they jump out of shield? But in the time it took me to explain that, we're seeing Kameme get a lot of bouncing fish conversions off of Mr. E. Mr. E trying to make his way back to the stage. We've seen this scenario before where he's stuck by the ledge, unable to make it back.
The power shield at the ledge. Mr. E going to hold on tight to this control, try to figure out where Kameme's coming in, but he's not going to be able to do it just yet. But Mr. E is keeping a very consistent game plan. If you've watched how his interactions have gone when he's in advantage, he's keeping himself at the ledge. He's ready to contest any of Kameme's options. He's not afraid of going deep because he knows that he's going to be able to put the pressure on. And we've got the shield break, the charge, and a gun stock. Just like that, Mr. E taking the lead.
Got completely just... Yeah, that was a wrap.
Get him out of here.
But you know, it's not Mr. E if he doesn't do that at least once a set, right?
Absolutely. Chalk it off on your bingo card you got at home.
Ooh, is going to go ahead and air dodge right through that. And up tilt, perfect anti-air, reads the air dodge as well, and is able to respond with an up air of his own. Mr. E looking lively as he keeps racking on the damage.
This use of Dolphin's touch, I love, because you know that Lucina's going to be able to break through a ton of these not true combos that she has. Going to be able to just take advantage of these situations where Kameme's sort of grasping at straws for a quick lead. But when you got confirms like that, you don't need to guess at anything. Solid follow-up is going to allow Kameme to take control. Although he's sitting at 83%, this could be dangerous.
All right, speaking of the Dolphin stocks, we even saw in that last scenario, when he used it to recover, he could fake out with the Town City platforms whether or not he's going to land on it or not. But this time around, despite the sizable lead that he had built for himself, Kameme is fighting back, almost gets that bouncing fish from deep, but looks like Mr. D will have another chance, but keeps getting pushed toward the edge.
Both of these players recognize that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how clean your combos are or how heavy you can hit. You just need to go to the ledge. You just need to make sure that they can't come back. And both these players, especially piloting these two characters, are so proficient at this.
Yeah, Mr. E has a decent amount of rage built up. Needs probably one good hit onto the Sheik here to finally close this out, but Kameme has been doing such a good job at responding to the aggression that Mr. E has been trying to put out here, and his ledge trapping has been insane as well. This could be terrifying. I can't actually believe that Mr. E went for that down air.
Ooh. Up smash straight on the jump from ledge, just like that. Kameme's taking a sigh of relief. I'm pretty sure that was a gamble for him. If he missed that, that could have been a huge punish for E. But the dice were in his favor, and the set's sitting 2-0 right now.
Yeah, and that's just amazing awareness from Kameme, because he had noticed that a lot throughout the set, that Mr. E kept jumping from ledge. He tried to jump forward there, he get hit by an air, sent back to the ledge, but he just kept trying the option, because the moment you stop doing an option, it forces you to be more limited. So he's going to test that option more and more and more, but in that scenario, just went for it a little too often. Kameme was able to capitalize on it and slice him right down the middle and out of this blast.
Game 3 is taking us right back to Town and City. No reason for this stage to change. I feel like this is going to be the best opportunity that he has to keep this battle into the air, on the ledge, out deep. However, he needs to start doing something about all these micro interactions with Kameme, because Kameme consistently has room to move back, get his assets ready, whether it's the needles or if he needs to respace himself for bouncing fish, because the damage and pressure is really building up on.
Yeah, we've seen it. Oh my goodness, has Mr. D offstage once again. Gonna hit that nair, and it should. Oh, did save the double jump, so he's a smart fellow there for doing that. But another conversion to bouncing fish, gonna push Mr. D off stage, and he's not gonna make it back this time.
And that was so early into this game 3. Look at that, not even a minute on the clock is in. But Kameme keeping the pressure on. The momentum he's taking in from these previous 2 games is so high and heavy. He's able to just completely run the gambit on E. And right now, it looks like he's just sort of swinging. He doesn't really understand, like, what do you do in this situation?
Yeah, he's just getting converted on after conversion after conversion. Can't make it back. Those needles were so good. He can't make it back. Kameme is a legend.
Oh,
that hurt.
That was a rough one to watch, but amazing job from Kameme. A very solid 3-0 is going to be putting him into fighting Nairo next. And that's a fight for winner's side and top 8.
Yeah, that was... That last sequence that we saw from Kameme was a harsh beatdown.
That was.
Perfectly executed edge guard. Needle into the... Another needle just to make sure.
What needle?
For good measure.
Oh. Almost. Amazing job. So many of these matches have been so fun to watch. Even though it's like all the local talent, all your top tier boys, and they're dropping like flies to each other. But it's so much fun.
Right?
There's so much energy, and everyone's in high spirits for all of this action.
Yeah, not only are all the smashes here in high action, but the beatboxers are... Oh, my goodness. If you guys thought that New York as a region, Tri-State as a region, was just full of energy and out the wazoo, you add some beatboxes on top of that, you got the culture, and let me tell you, since you guys aren't here, if there's a Smash Sound suit, you need to be here, because the energy's phenomenal.
By the feeling of it, the way that everyone is rocking this event, we're definitely having something going like this next year. This is an amazing experience. Later on, we're actually going to be streaming the top 8 of the beatboxing competition. So make sure to stay tuned in for that, because the level of competition for this event is just as star-studded as our own bracket. Talent from all across the world coming out for this. It's...
Right? We have...
It's amazing. Like...
Why not show love?
Pretty sure that's one of the organizations that's been helping us with running the beatboxing side of things. It's been an amazing showing, but we got to tune ourselves in back for this action right here at home for Smash 4. And it looks like Mars is stepping up to the plate. That means he's going to be fighting Komo Rikiri for a spot in top 8.
I always love these zoom in on these intros and you watch them walk up. You get an entire feeling for how they're feeling walking into this. And Mars, he has a little bit of a, I don't really care what's going on here. I'm just going to play my game, man. Don't worry about me. He looks like he's ready to play. I roomed with him. He was having a good time last night. Went to sleep early to make sure that he got the adequate amount of hours before he hopped into bracket.
Man needs his bedtime because, the pressure's on. At this level of play now, in our own backyard, this is where it really matters. Komo stepping up now, and this is going to be a fairly interesting match just because we know Mars is ready to bring that zero suit action. But Komo's been playing a lot of his secondary characters at this event. We've seen his Korin a lot. We've seen his Sonic come back into the fray a lot more often than we've seen at other events.
Yeah, I don't know if it's losing some confidence with the Cloud or what. I mean, I heard a Bayonetta, but that must have been a troll, right? We'll find out in just a second.
I'm hoping. But you never know with these kind of players. They practice.
They practice everything. Yeah. And a lot of the players in Smash 4 are just super multifaceted, right? They know how to play a variety of characters. I feel like, especially with Smash 4 players in particular, they seem to be the most capable of playing an array of characters, not just one super efficiently. But Mars, on the other hand, Mars likes to keep it to that singular Zero Suit Samus. Does have a Falcon, but he doesn't really whip that out in bracket ever too often, unless it's like pools or something.
Well, I mean, we're looking at the screen right now, and Zero Suit is looking a little different from the last time I saw her. It's a little bit different of a character. Now it's looking a lot different.
We holding it down. Well, those lines, those colors, we representing out here.
It really be like that sometimes.
There we go. That's the sounds I like to hear. That music.
There's that Smash sound.
That's those Smash sounds.
Insert laugh track here.
It's all, everything. They're breaking it down. What?
It really do be like that in your own backyard sometimes.
There you go.
It seems like
the capture card is being a little wonky, but it does look like it's kind of stable right now. So we're going to see Mark 10 Falcon punches in the meantime. Make sure that he has his dominant arm ready to punch a dude in the face.
I'm not sure if you've seen it online, but someone put a picture back to back of the Smash 4 Falcon Punch special effect and the one for Ultimate.
The Ultimate one.
My heart, man. I'm loving the aesthetic that they're running for this. It's just as I loved the advancement from Brawl of Smash 4 and how it starts to look like it's bringing back to its roots for Smash 64. I feel like it's much more the same for Ultimate. It's got a lot more of that cartoony aesthetic to it, and the game looks so crisp like that.
Virum put out a tweet maybe a few days ago about how the visual effects of a game can really make or break or sell a game. And when you have something like Dragon Ball Fighters or Marvel vs. Capcom 3, very stylized, very strong aesthetic to it, it really helps sell the feeling of the game. And Smash Ultimate is looking to be one of those games that are super beautiful, but we're going to have to wait a little bit longer before we have it in our hands. Until now, this will have to settle.
All right, and it looks like the Captain Falcon's the legitimate pick from Mars. He's looking to swing here against Komo Rikiri, but it's time to see if it matters, because a little bit of early percentage, that Falcon's able to take one of these situations. So build it up. Falcon's infamous here at home. So let's see if Komo can defend us against Falcon's might.
Yeah, we're seeing already Komo showing us the situations where Falcon can struggle in. The chain up airs, of course, from Cloud, going to be a disaster for Mars to have to deal with. But that Nair sends him in reverse?
What was that hitbox? That was gross.
Yeah, that was super sad for Mars, but very fortunate for Komo. And now he has the limit on deck as well, so...
With the percentage building in this set being incredibly quick, I feel like it's going to be sort of a non-factor the way that both of these characters, and especially both of these players, put out their combos, the way they take advantage of their opponents. It's going to be fast. It's going to be fleeting. This is going to be a high-energy battle. And a quick pivot grab to the back throw, but it's not going to kill just yet.
That pivot grab was tricky. One of the most important things he really went for that rapid was the second time Komo with the perfect shield. But we need to watch how Mars is going to recover, because I was going to say, Cloud can just rinse, repeat Nair on Falcon to Edgeguard. So it's really up to Mars to try and mix him up. But Komo right now not having any of it.
Back air from center stage shouldn't be threatening stock. However, it's definitely going to force the exhaust of the limit. And just the edge of the climb hazard going to be enough for Como to come up safely. Even assert a little bit of pressure, but getting kicked around now. Woo.
The Buster Blade doing wonders for Como right now. He continues to push forward onto Mars. Mars fishing for that kill, maybe a fourth row here. Still not enough. Maybe need to be a little bit closer to the edge, maybe a little more percent. But Como just running away with this. Gonna look for maybe a little more of a juggle. Has Mars off stage, going for the nair as I was talking about earlier. And that's a dunk.
Put that Falcon back in the pocket.
Return where you came from. Oscar the Grouch put the lid on him in the trash can and said, go to sleep.
You know in F-Zero when you like crash the car completely and explode in magnificent fashion? Retired. Done so. Now, my question is, are we seeing the run back? Is that Falcon coming back? Is he back on the track? It looks like it as far as the character select screen goes, and Final Destination is the pick. With stage advantage now, I'm curious to see how this is going to impact the set.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and stick it out with the Captain Falcon. He gets clipped by the very last lingering hitbox of that dare from Como. Oh my goodness, went for everything and all the glory.
This man's an animal. He's really, feeling that energy that's in the air, looking to put that right into his play.
And we've seen from Mars in the first set, or the first match, that he isn't having too much of a struggle in the neutral game in terms of getting these conversions to rack up the damage. But when it comes to closing out the stock, that's where he struggled most.
I love the far recovery on that. So well spaced from Mars. He's going to get his feet back on the ground, but not for too long. Como with limit, trying to just rack up all that damage, all of that pressure. But it means nothing if you can't tech the ledge.
So hold this real quick. Hold it real deep in your chest as I take you all the way down to the blast zone. And now Mars builds a stock lead for himself, going to try to rack up the damage some more. You know some down throws are coming in the near future. Some dash attacks into some up airs as well. Mars is starting to feel himself.
Man, this stock started and ended back at the ledge, back at it again. The fight going to center stage, it brings things immediately into Mars' favor. He's starting to take advantage of how much speed and raw power Falcon brings to the table. But Como responds in fashion with the down smash. He's got to take these more reckless aggressions because he knows that if he gets one little opportunity to Mars, the opportunity for Mars to build up this damage extremely quickly are going to be fast and frequent.
Oh my goodness, he doesn't have a jump. Manages to Falcon dive right over that hitbox. Oh!
Feel the people's need.
Justice.
Oh. Amazing forward air from Mars. However, the situation turned.
You just call it a forward air. I don't know if I can talk to you anymore.
Yo, listen, that's how you input the move. That's how it be. And that's a down air with a solid tech from Como, but it's not going to be enough. Mars is still on the hunt for this. That down to could have spelled curtains.
Oh my goodness, the Falcon kick
he
from
really
up above.
just did it.
And Como's going to have limit and a little bit of a charge. There it is, charges it, gets the climb hazard, takes Mars way to the top, needs to find a way back down, does so, and he's going to roll away. He's scared.
Both of these players are just so deep into it now. Look at these percentages. One situation and all of a sudden things are incredibly dire.
Oh my goodness, actually
killing from out deep. And now the crowd is feeling the action with a score 1-1.
He really just hugged him off. Let's get this replay right here. He's going to throw him off. He was actually hoping Como would go low so he could get him with a back air, but recognizing that he didn't, he responds to the air dodge with a Falcon dive and kills him off the top with the most heavy of bear hugs.
Like, how do you prepare for an interaction that simply brawling? Like, Mars is just in there and ready. And with a change of scenery, I feel like this at this point can go either way. Mars has made a believer out of me for this Captain Falcon.
Yeah, especially with the way that first set started. Did get a little bit of a cheeky stock with a mistech from Como off the first up B that he got, but now he's running with this charisma. Mars ready to go full throttle at Como Rikiri.
They're hitting the gas with all they've got at this point. Look how fast these percentages have racked up. Barely 30 seconds into the match, and we're already looking at kill percentages across the board, trying to match with a knee, but it's not going to be really much of anything. It's not that great of a spacing tool. But now with Mars having his feet back on the ground, once again threatening the situation, And Como so consistently returning to the ledge, getting his own boots back on the ground, and constantly resetting these situations.
And Mars, there we go. As long as he... Oh, the full Falcon elbow right to his chest.
Falcon is evil. This character should not be... What was that?
Sometimes you just gotta believe. Go for the full charge, goes for the dash attack, not gonna kill. Falcon once again eats his veggies, gonna survive, but still trying to make it back. The beautiful blade from Como, gonna reset the scenario. Now he has limit, gonna look for maybe that cross slash. No, the forward tilt will be enough. Como answering back with the greatest of ease.
This has been a phenomenal match so far. The way that both of these players have been trading back and forth on how they can kick it up. And Como really trying to style on the man. Excellent conversions, but not really able to do anything as far as connecting it. And now Mars sitting pretty heavy on the percentage end of things, but we've already seen that Mars can really make the most of the situation. Diving deep for the back out.
Looking super hard for that read with the stomp right there. Is unable to find it. He has no chill, goes
Give him another one, Mars. The score sitting at the 2-1 now. And this is looking at game point for Mars.
Look at this.
How does he get away with it?
Double jump up B's. He has zero chill. None of it.
How is Falcon able to get away with such brash actions? How is Como Kiri not able to respond to these? He's going to move the action to town and city, and I feel like this is a double-edged sword for him. There's a lot more room for Como to pressure. There's a lot more room for him to continue his combo strings and potentially get earlier kills because of the blast zones of the stage being different. This is slightly closer in. The platforms bring us closer to the ceiling. But these are all factors that Mars can take advantage of as well. All of a sudden, up air is going to be a potent kill tool for Mars at these higher percentages.
Yeah, if he can ever make it back down to the ground, once again, as I've been saying, he's been playing this entire game off stage, doesn't have a jump now, gonna go ahead and go for the Falcon dive, but an easy response from Como Kiri, going for the limit cross slash, recognizing that there was no way Mars could mix him up.
Mars not having that big of an impact into the beginning of this game before, and I feel like Como's responding so well to the amount of pressure Chris has been able to build up on him. He is not letting the momentum of the set get to him at all. This is stone-cold resolve from Como. I hope to see this continue further.
Oh, he was looking for the air dodge there, recognizing, oh my goodness, I was ready for that Falcon tick. He recognized that had Como air dodge in that scenario, would have given him the kill that he needed. He's fishing, and somehow the very tip of that hitbox.
I mean, hey, listen, man, that's a long sword.
It's true.
It's got some reach to it.
Yeah,
We're talking about how fast it is, but...
Was able to beat Sephiroth, and that guy's sword is like the length of like 10 screens.
But, hey,
that game was kind of a wash.
It's hard enough too. Yeah, that was Como responding hard. He has no time for this Falcon nonsense, and now it's bringing us into a game 5.
Yeah, and Mars probably going to stick with the Falcon the entire way. He's going to think about it for a second. Looks like he's going to confirm it, and we saw in that last match, he got strung by up airs after up air after up air. You were getting to a point where it was like Music King doing an up throw, like throw on spaces, right? You're ready to say, hey, another up air. But hopefully, this time around, we're going to take it to FD. This means we're not going to have those platforms for Mars to run away to, or that up air kill confirm we were talking about before, but it does offer a lot more in terms of the neutral on the ground.
You bring up a really good point. However, throughout the entirety of this set, we've seen a very consistent game plan from Como. Bring it to the ledge. Get the damage, get the pressure, get that ball off stage. We know that Falcon's a threat so long as he can land and reset how he's going to approach a combo. And Como Kiri has been very cognizant of that. Has constantly been trying to just reset, back it up, try and keep it safe, or else this happens. All of a sudden, Cloud is bleeding so early on in the stock.
Oh my goodness, almost gets that stomp, but now the roles have been reversed. Luckily, Mars is able to get back down, but gets caught. These Nair planes taking him off the stage.
And the down air. Mars trying to respond how earlier he had died to limit cross slash, opt for a different style of recovery, and Como, well and aware of that, reads the low recovery and responding amazingly. However, Mars in control now. Let's see if he can tie things up before it gets any worse for him.
Yeah, he's trying to dash in, trying to find an opening. He needs to space his way around these aerials, and there he goes, finds one up air, looking for an air dodge. Como's not giving him any air dodges anymore.
The patience from Como right now. He's not giving an inch to anything because he knows that one foul sweep and all of a sudden Mars can make this stock simply explode. He's going to get the grab in the forward throw, which is going to allow Mars to control the ledge. However, is that back throw going to be enough?
Still not quite. He's looking deep, trying to get Como on the recovery. Going to push him off the stage once again. No, Como manages to squeeze his way through, and a cross slash, the normal version, is actually going to get him this juggle scenario on Mars.
Yeah, I figured Como Rikiri was going to be sitting there and shielding. He's been doing that a lot in Game 5 because he knows to be prepared.
Oh, that foot's doing almost enough to kill Mars. But now Mars has him off stage once again. Gets the back air, and we have ourselves a match, Hangman.
Now, this is where the climax really turns. These are the final corners of this race. Sitting at 92%. We know that in one wrong move, Mars is done for. Como can just turn up the heat. He can bring on the percentages so that any aerial interaction could be it. However, this is enough rage for Mars to really turn it up.
He is looking already racked up a good amount of percent right here, but we do have limit on Como. He needs to force him off stage to burn it, or else any moment he can let it rip.
And now from the opposite side of the stage, it's going to be just enough. And just like that, the set falling in favor of UGG, Como Rikiri. An amazingly fought fight from Mars and a fantastic showing against Captain Falcon, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, he was so close, just inches away of bringing it back right there. We did see him getting some juggle started, trying to convert as hard as he could, but unfortunately for him, Como did all the hard work with his first stock. He got the percentage that he needed, and by the time he was on the last one, he said, all right, I just need to get this limit and throw out this kill move, and if it doesn't hit, whatever, I'll have a few more chances at the very least to make sure that I can close this out.
Absolutely. I feel like there was a lot of adaptations that Como Rikiri had made in that set, where he was recognizing how the situations were turning into Mars's favor, how all of a sudden these seemingly brash, aggressive options were working out so well, and how it was leading to tons of stage control or a lot of percentage, even stocks here and there. So a lot of that patience that was exhibited in games 4 and 5, I feel were a perfect adaptation. Waiting and shield was able to give Como enough time to really judge out how does Mars want to turn this fight, what does he want to use, and how can I punish it.
We even saw that towards the end of that set, Como refused to give him any sort of air dodges, but it does look like we're going to have the next set of players coming up here.
It looks like they're walking up together. It's going to be Shuton and Buzz. Now, I feel like this is going to be a really interesting fight because these are both players who play, generally speaking, slower characters. However, Shuton's been exhibiting a ton of incredible play with his Olimar here in New York this week. He's been doing a fantastic job of being able to turn up the heat and consistently is micromanaging his Pikmin to the point where he doesn't need to pace out the match patiently. He's just turning up the heat constantly on his opponents. So it's very different from what we usually see from Olimar's. And Buzz himself playing Olimar when his Rosalina isn't enough for the situation, or if he needs to play a more unorthodox approach. I feel like for someone who studies so much ahead of time, this is going to be a really interesting match to see the adaptations from game to game, because you can't really prepare for something like this.
And especially for Buzz. Buzz is one of the players who just is an encyclopedia of knowledge, right? He knows everything about his characters specifically. I mean, he knows a lot about other characters as well, but for his mains and the characters that he plays, he has this in-depth knowledge. So Olimar is not going to be a surprise to him, but how often do you get to play against Shuton, right? Like, Shuton's the best. I can't think of another Olimar aside from the Buzz, who's really, you know, I don't even want to say they're on the same level. I don't want to put any labels out there, but for the Buzz, it's going to be a matchup that he isn't going to be super well versed in.
It's certainly an unorthodox match.
Right.
However, I feel like a lot of this match is also going to root itself down in how both of these players act in neutral. A lot of just making sure that they can control their own zone of space and really take advantage of approaches. We know that Dabuz is able to make use of Luma so that he can break a lot of zones, so that he can try and force through, take advantage of the fact that he's able to occupy two spaces at once very actively. His puppeteer work with Luma is really what puts him a cut above and why he's the best Rosalina in the world. However, on much the same point, we know that Shuton is able to exhibit so much pressure with how he's throwing the Pikmin, whether or not he's constantly cycling through, waiting for the right opportunity, or if there are specific situations where he just wants the damage over time, whether or not he's going to try and use his own normals and the Pikmin at hand to build up pressure and passive damage.
And we're also going to notice that, you know, for different matchups and characters in the game, the win conditions are different, right? We've been seeing with a lot of our earlier matches, the win conditions are, you know, get my hit into my confirm that leads into X and Y amount of damage. But for characters like Rosalina and Olimar, like, yeah, you do have your two-hit, you know, throw combos or strings or whatever, but it's very largely different. It's more about chipping away at your opponent until you get to a point where you can set up some sort of kill confirm or 50-50 or something like that. So we're going to watch both of these players chip away at each other relentlessly until one's able to find that opening and close out the stop.
Absolutely. And you bring up a really good point, Fernando. The fact that a lot of the matches that we've already seen, both in this tournament and just in today alone, they've been very much like a seesaw with how the momentum of the match swings. It's in one favor or the other. It's his turn, it's my turn. But in this set, I feel like that shift of the momentum is going to be incredibly fluid. Both of these players are going to be constantly planning. What do I do for this stock? How should I approach the next stock? What do I change up in the next game? It's all going to be layers and layers of just macro thought to how to approach the set.
And hopefully, I want to see especially how Dabuz is able to ledge trap and edge guard Shuton. That's going to be one of the areas he's able to exploit, right? Olimar's recovery, not exactly one of the better ones, right? I mean, it goes really far. He can make it from just about anywhere, but he doesn't have a hitbox or anything. He just kind of left out there to die in a lot of sense.
It's kind of the same for both of these players,
right,
just because of how Flying Pikmin and Shooting Star work. Game one taking us to Dreamland. Like, it's a bunch.
Yeah, they got it. They memed you, dude.
Man. You know, I'm saying this all the time. Like, Omega something. Omega whatever. Because then we'll know. Well, it's a bunch. I can keep on looking at things. But no. Legal stage, trash.
Take us to Omega Guard Plains, right? We'll get some nice tunes. You know, get to jam out a little bit. And we know it's a button check at the same time.
Yeah. But, to build it back up before we were rudely interrupted by Wispy Woods and friends, the recoveries of both these characters are actually a really interesting concept because you know that both of them can afford to go out deep. And they both have different interactions of their disadvantage at recovery. While yes, Shooting Star does leave Rosalina in free fall, once she is currently in free fall, Luma can act.
Right.
If Luma's still around, all of a sudden that's an active hitbox. That's an active participant in making sure Dabuz is a safe landing. For Shuton, yes, he can't utilize his Pikmin. However, he has access to one aerial falling out of the flying Pikmin. So whether or not it's neutral air, whether or not it's going to be a move where he doesn't need the Pikmin, he can make sure he lightens his load and is able to return from anywhere at any speed. And Dabuz knows this. He plays Olimar himself. So he's going to be incredibly cognizant of the space that Shuton can operate in and how quickly he can do it, and more importantly, how he can punish that.
All right, there we go. We're going to put the speculation to rest and see how it finally all plays out as we load into, once again, Town and City. This has been the popular stage, it seems, today so far on stream.
Man, I'm telling you, when you're in the Big Apple, you're in the city. This is the stage. Everyone's always like, smash for the choice. No. Our players like it dynamic. They want room to breathe. They want room to play. And they don't want blast zones being any bigger or more in favor of anyone than they need to be because we had stocks like that. Don't in a New York minute. There's your first stock. How you feeling, Flambeau?
I am, I don't want to say surprised because we've seen Dabuz do that kind of shenanigans before, but just with the sheer amount of confidence and how early he was able to execute it and find that opportunity, what can I say? You've done good, Sam.
And you can't even compare that to the shenanigans that Rosalina and Luma are infamous for. That was with Dabuz at 5%.
Right.
And even though Shuton has finally been able to put some numbers on the board, that was just one quick setup. That was one clean confirm from Dabuz, entering in explosive fashion.
There we go. You can see Dabuz honestly not caring too much about being stuck by Pikmin. Just kind of rolls away, dodges away, doesn't care. He'll let some of the chip damage rack up, and there he goes, that gravitational field.
Yo, where do the Pikmin go? They're gone. Like, it's bad enough that we see them die in dramatic fashion
Right.
when Shuton uses them, because Shuton constantly cycling, constantly making them use as shields. Like, this is just a disposable army to him. DeBuzz, no respect for it. Constant smash attacks in order to get rid of them, and I feel like that's a beautiful option, because if the Pikmin linger onto him, when those smash attacks rise, that hitbox is extended, its duration is longer. That's lingering in ways that occupy space that make it very lopsided for how Shuton can approach.
You can see DeBuzz spacing around that down tilt, trying to catch Shuton as he gets back onto the stage. Shuton luckily managing to do so, but at this point he's at 104 on his last stock, whereas DeBuzz is still sitting on two healthy ones at that. So.
And another factor is just how important it is in this set for carrying a stock lead. Shuton knows if he let DeBuzz live around with more rage on a stage like this, disaster was coming for him.
Yeah, it's just an up air away.
I like the down tilt as a quicker option for getting rid of the Pikmin.
And it's not very committal at all, so hasn't really been punished for using it much. And now we have Shuton coming back to stage. I think he had two Thickmen with him that time, so they're both dead. You can make it once again. He's on the stage, can get thrown off, and you know DeBuzz loves to reset the scenario over and over.
Damn, DeBuzz is chilling. He's at 17%. He's naring. He's a game up. What does he have to worry about?
He's cooling, gonna go ahead and take a sip of his drink. I'm here to play. I'm here to catch dubs.
He's gonna win.
DeBuzz has always been one of the most consistent members in the Smash 4 community, just in terms of his performances. Always does really well. Rarely, if ever, busters out, right? Like he's...
Especially here at home. He is only ever not first placed at two events in Tri-State as a whole. Collision 15 and Alpha 2 were the only events where he didn't win. And he's been putting up insurmountable levels of performances against players both at home and abroad. He's had a phenomenal season in the PGR that had just passed.
Right.
So to see him bring that home and defend the house has been great. Game 2 bringing us to Lilac Cruz. What do you think of this pick for Shuton?
It's very interesting, honestly. I'm going to see how he utilizes these platforms, because it's one of those things where you really don't want to get juggled by Rosalina, right? And these platforms, this layout is really susceptible to having that happen to you. But Shuton probably knows something I don't. Maybe has some ideas for his Pikmin, or maybe maneuvering around Rosalina, because same vein for her, right? She has to get down as well.
Now, my guess is that Lilac Cruz is typically speaking a very good stage for zoning characters. Characters that want to utilize projectiles can space out from one side of the wings to the other, because the arc of these projectiles covers so much space. Right. And because this is a very laterally oriented map, things are very much squashed together. It's claustrophobic. It makes it very easy and almost streamlined for how Shuton wants to control space.
Right, and I also believe that with the way shooting star recovery works, it can be a little scary for DeBuzz trying to grab that edge, so maybe Shuton could be attempting to force DeBuzz to recover on stage a little bit more and try to capitalize on that scenario as well.
By limiting the options of his opponent, he's starting to make things a lot easier for him to at least keep an even fight, and that's what we're seeing as far as these percentages are concerned. Certainly not as lopsided as the beginning of game 1, but things are still sitting in DeBuzz's favor.
There we go, clips him with Lumo once again. Gonna go off stage perhaps, gets the down air, but unfortunately is not going to be the hitbox that he wanted. So Shuton's gonna make it back to the stage, gonna rack up a little bit more damage, maybe try to hit Luma a little bit as well.
I love the interactions of the Pikmin toss when they are able to infiltrate past Luma, and an excellent forward smash. These Pikmin are swinging for the fences.
Makes it back on stage, but a nice catch from Shuton with the up air. Gonna go ahead and kill DeBuzz off the top. It's actually really funny. He's gonna bite right back with that jab nair sequence from Rosalina as well. So these guys are keeping it as close as they possibly can. I'm gonna push Shuton to the ledge once again, and we're just seeing how both of these players are just puppeteers in their own right, controlling their minions, putting them out, saying, fight for me, use yourself as my shield.
There's so many layers to this fight and how both of these characters operate. It's so interesting to see how they intertwine the puppeteer work against attacking the main character. Olimar, an incredibly small target, we've seen Shuton be able to take advantage of how he's able to just slide in under Rosalina, how he's able to slip around a lot of the space that Rosalina and Luma can occupy. And on the opposite side of things, Rosalina, a very tall character, very sleek in her design, able to make use of very long hitboxes, whether or not Luma is with her, trying to take advantage of those aerials and how much space Dabuz can occupy, and trying to keep in check Shuton's size and speed.
Yeah, it's really interesting to observe how for Olimar, right, you have most characters against Rosalina, she struggles with most characters that have disjoints, right, whether it's like Cloud with a sword or something smacking away at Luma, but when you're Olimar, you can fight Luma, but in a different way, where you don't have to commit as heavily as some other characters might.
Ooh! And in the up air, and some questionable DI from Dabuz is going to allow Shuton to nab that game one, keeping us at an even set count. Look at this ledge play and where Shuton is located. He's right from center stage, and he has the entirety of the left-hand side of Lilac Cruz under his control.
Able to get that whiff punish pretty cleanly on the down air, kills the Buzz off the top, and looked like Lilac Cruz actually played very well for him as a counter pick, was able to get a lot more damage with the Pikmin. Also, it seemed that the Buzz felt a little more claustrophobic on that stage as well, so I think it's a good thing that he went to Battlefield, because you have a lot more space, you have the tripads to work with, and you just have a lot more zone control overall.
I feel like this was a fantastic stage pick from Dabuz. Just as Lilac Cruz was able to benefit Shuton's style of play so well, I feel like dominating under the platforms, controlling center stage, and really taking advantage of these interactions at the ledge to build up tons of pressure in the wide amount of space that's off stage are all factors that are signature of Dabuz's amount of control when he plays.
Oh my goodness, does the jab one, and you see Shuton air dodge right through it, and the immediate reaction, you see Dabuz go for the up smash. Another reaction right there with the up tilt on the air dodge. Shuton been air dodging a lot to try to get back on stage, and it seems that Dabuz has caught on to the pattern.
I like how Dabuz has started to use single jab from Luma in order to check where Shuton wants to move, how he wants to act aggressively, and just reset the situation. Don't use the jab as an instance to start something, just in case Shuton is sitting a possible way for him to make all of a sudden his own combo, his own damage, his own pressure.
Right, even then, we've seen Dabuz actually opt to go for that up smash a lot more overall. Beginning of the set, didn't really go for it that much. Went for things that are a lot less committal, maybe go for an up tilt, maybe go for a jab or something, but now he's caught on to Shuton's defensive habits and is trying to capitalize and max out.
Quick up air as soon as Luma comes back. However, it's not going to do anything. It's going to be the down air, a magnificently buffered down air with Rosalina chilling at the ledge. Able to constantly threaten so much space. Shuton's got to find a way to take this stock out immediately, or else this game 3 is done in a flash.
Yeah, and he's tacking on a little bit of damage with that poison pick. He can go ahead and try to push forward now. Goes for the forward smash, but Dabuz with the immaculate ledge play, that's actually going to do it.
I love how both of these players have been so aware of their surroundings and how good of a job they do at being able to control the stage from any point, being entirely capable of staying in one position and being ready for countless options.
And we were talking about this even before the set began, right? It's going to be a battle of attrition, chipping away at your opponent's percentages up until you get a point where you convert to a kill, and that's exactly what it has been. They've been going tit for tat, hit for hit, blow for blow, slowly but surely racking up the damage. We're not seeing very long conversions or strings, but just a lot of good defensive and offensive play to slowly but surely build a name for themselves.
The down tilt to check the Pikmin toss and the forward smashes that Shuton puts out for the sake of zoning and baiting, I feel been an excellent adaptation from Dabuz. He's recognizing how Shuton is very much like him and how he's looking to turn these situations. Wait out the response, figure out what's he gonna do. And Shuton has sort of been doing the same and taking from Dabuz's own game plan. He's starting to occupy center stage more, and he's starting to force certain situations from Dabuz where he can take advantage of it.
Did even see right there that Dabuz did miss out on having Luma for a minute there, but now Luma is back. Shuton was able to capitalize in Luma's absence, though, but surely enough, right? Dabuz is fighting back. He has that Lumas, gets caught by, I believe that was the Nair from Shuton, and they're just staying in each other's faces now. It looks like Shuton's just trying to infight him as much as he can.
He's getting right up in his face. He's looking for every reaction possible. And Dabuz, so smart. He's looking for every instance where Shuton wants to take advantage of him, and he's not falling for any of it. He's going to lose another Luma in the process, and it's going to be popping up right now. However, we see these interactions where Dabuz is not afraid to sacrifice Luma if it means he can stay alive.
And yeah, you also see two purple Pikmin on Shuton as well, and it's doing amazing for him in terms of destroying Luma, right? Oh, wow.
He went for the roll rate, but he wasn't able to get it. Excellent DI is going to keeping him alive, but at 140%. Oh, bull charge, fantastic play from Shuton, and down to the wire for that game 3. Falling the set count now to 2-1 Shuton.
Go get that replay look at this. Tries to get the read, is unable to find it, and the Fair's going to send Dabuz off stage, and he's going to fully charge this right here. Not really much anything that Dabuz could do there.
I feel like if Dabuz had shooting star just a tad sooner, he might have been able to grab the ledge. I feel like he waited just too long on that, but the opportunity is there for him again. You're going to see the run back to Battlefield. And once again, I feel like this is a really smart pick from Dabuz because we saw how he was able to take advantage of it before, and now we've seen that Shuton has adapted to that stage pick. If we were to go to any other situation, I feel like the stage advantage for Shuton would fall too heavily in his favor. Dabuz doesn't want to give him any more advantage than he already has.
And we can see that Shuton has just been doing an immaculate job of staying at this range where it's in between Luma and Rosalina. And it makes it very difficult for Dabuz to figure out how he wants to box in that scenario. Does he want to roll out? We've seen he tried to roll out and Shuton gets a grab. So I was like, oh crap, I want to avoid the scenario as much as possible and stay in my comfort zone. But Shuton's not allowing that to happen.
Even though we see that Dabuz is able to take advantage of so much space he's able to occupy, the puppeteering of Luma is a commitment. It's one of those options where Dabuz has to plan it ahead of time. Whether or not he's keeping Luma desynced, he's keeping Luma added on space, where it's occupying a obvious response from Shuton, he needs to make that decision. And Shuton's able to read that or force a situation where he knows how Dabuz is going to respond. It's all that much easier for Olimar to start to turn advantage.
We've seen that, especially since the beginning of last game, Shuton has become more and more efficient at killing Luma. Now, granted, Luma is on the screen right now, but if he keeps that trend up, oh, wow.
There's that one aerial I was telling you about, you come out of flying Pikmin with, and that one shot's all Shuton needs to make it back to the stage safely. And with great DI, he's going to have another shot again.
Wow, finagles his way right past the down air halo from Dabuz, and Dabuz is going to go ahead and try to chase Shuton down to the side of the stage and get a conversion. Down smash, still not enough. This Olimar is having the time of his life with his stock, surviving as much as he can, but not any longer. Dabuz got tired of it. He said, please go to heaven.
He's like, get him out of here. I've had enough of this. No more games.
Oh my goodness.
No more time to mess around.
No more halos, once again looking like Beyonce, trying to keep Shuton to the top as much as possible. We know what Rosalina can do with that up air if he gets an opponent high enough, or she gets an opponent high enough.
Solid air dodge. Look at that. These percentages have already evened themselves up. And Shuton with no room to breathe, just now finally getting a chance to pull out Pikmin. He's sitting with a lineup of 3, and we've been seeing he's been using white Pikmin a lot in this set. Whether or not he's able to consistently put out the pressure with the smash attacks, or if he's able to use purple Pikmin to occupy space in between each of these interactions, and even when he has other Pikmin lined up, white staying on Dabuz has been a fantastic way for Shuton to be able to respond to all of the damage that Dabuz has put out and keep the damage even.
Ooh, was able to slip right by Shuton's down smash, and now in another position to capitalize, potentially two-stock Shuton. But as I say that, commentator's curse strikes once again. Shuton's able to get the throw conversion into a stock.
And on cue like lightning. However, the jab finisher not going to be enough just there. Sitting at 125%. If Shuton's not able to make anything out of this situation, this is spelling curtains immediately, but the down smash from the opposite side of the field is going to be sending Shuton far and away, and a charged up smash seals the deal.
All right, so what? That's going to be a 2-2. Both players able to show up, keep it nice, close, and even for us as we head into this Game 5 scenario. What do you think the counter pick is going to be for Shuton?
If I had to take a guess, I could see us going back to Lilac Cruise, potentially. Now, there we go.
Yeah,
we're good. Say no more. Now, the reason I feel like this was my first pick, and the reason why I felt this was almost obvious, was because of how Shuton's able to control this space. Look what Dabuz was able to accomplish with so much room to breathe. Now, this is Shuton's turn. This is so much space. that's not available to the players. The controlled space is so much better for how Pikmin and Olimar are able to limit the options at the Buzz's disposal and keep the game more in their favor when it is in their favor.
We're already seeing the Buzz starting off to a pretty strong start. Almost gets that full conversion to a dash attack. Gets only 1 or 2 hits of it. But he's been able to put this pressure on Shuton. But despite all that, Shuton's nickel and diming where he can. He's keeping the percents relatively even.
You know, one thing that I've realized throughout the entirety of this set is that the armor frames that are allotted to Olimar when he uses the order call have had almost no impact. DeBuzz has been so well aware of every instance where Shuton can take advantage of that armor to slip in and take advantage. DeBuzz has completely nullified one of the greatest reversal factors at Olimar's disposal. I think that's just phenomenal observational skills from this player.
Oh my goodness, I am just watching the Buzz ledge trap Shuton over and over, and it is looking merciless. Finally makes his way back to stage, able to kill Luma. Now give him some time to breathe, but only after taking rounds and rounds of aggression and just pure aggression from the Buzz.
Well, that up smash was White Pikmin exclusive. The Buzz has had enough of this damage over time. And so is Shuton. He's looking for the direct kill now. Solid back air from center stage is going to allow Shuton to take the first stock. But he's sitting there at 141. A minor interaction could spell currents for the stock.
Yeah, he's looking to get that back air from deep. He's going to be able to get it. No, goes for Nairo instead. Going for those down tilts. We've seen him make great use of that down tilt in the situation. But the very tip of Rosalina's dress manages to catch Shuton with that down smash. So once again, we have exactly what we want, a match. Game 5, last stock. The winner gets to go into continue on in the winner's bracket, while the loser, well, you know where they're going.
They're going into the shark pool, man. This loser's bracket for this tournament has been undeniably stacked. Falling into there, it's not certain who comes out alive. So the pressure's really on for both of these players to try and make something of this final opportunity to stick it alive in the winner's side.
Okay, you see the slow but calculated gameplay coming out from both players. We're going to see Shuton can actually rely on rolling into the Buzz a lot, because if he's not capitalizing on it, it gives him that perfect spacing I was talking about earlier, where he's in between Rosalina and Luma.
An amazing chain of forward airs from Shuton have been constantly keeping the Buzz at the ledge, at bay, and without a Luma during that instance to help him out, Buzz just had to eat all of that damage.
Okay.
And now the setup for the up airs, looking for the air dodge rate, but Shuton not falling for it this time. He's going to opt for the jump. But I feel like now he's starting to exhaust his options. DeBuzz is caught onto the cycle, and with a gravitational pull, trying to read to see if there's going to be anything. I feel like that might have been going to be something.
I thought that might have been a down smash. I'm not really sure, but unfortunately he's going to miss that opportunity, and the throw is enough. Shuton is able to move on. You can see the Buzz shakes his head. He was not happy with that. Must have most certainly been a down smash. I can't not see it being that. I see it once again.
He even had the read on the positioning. Goes for the jab, and the grab moving right in. Blue Pikmin giving it his all.
The Blue Pikmin. Always got to watch out for that when you're up against Olimar all the time.
Blue Pikmin lifts. That's the killer when it comes to grabs and throws. An amazing set ahead of us. And I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with the audience. It was one of the matches coming into the top 8 as we move ourselves forward with this that I was almost worried about watching, because normally these are slow-paced characters. These are very methodical players. I was worried we were going to have ourselves a bit of a snore fest, but the action was turned up so high. Both players are ready to turn it up. And we had a game almost analogous to multi-layered chess with how often these players were making micro-adaptations.
It always becomes, it comes down, we're playing the same game, but at the same time they're playing a different game, right? Different matchups, different stories, different overall experiences for the players overall, right? For DeBuzz and Shuton in that scenario, they're sitting down there thinking, man, there were these scenarios where I played one card wrong, or I moved my piece in the wrong direction, and it just led to this entire flurry of things I had no control over. But we back.
Man, it's like the rest of us are playing checkers. They're out there playing shogi.
Playing Go, right? They're completely just in there. And looks like, is that Light?
Oh, there he is.
Ramirez.
He's giving his little skip up the steps. He's eating up the camera. He is loving it. He's ready. because ahead of us, we have Light and Abadango.
Yeah, and Light, I can tell you right now, we're getting some yerks from the crowd.
Oh,
but
we're hearing it. You know we're loving it.
we stayed at Artisan's house last night. Light stayed up till 5. He said, "Oh, I can, I can play. All I need is 4 hours of sleep." We wake him up this morning, but to let the crowd know that this will be our final set for the two of us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Top 48 is, of course, moving ahead alongside with Koopa and Max. They'll be stepping up to the plate soon enough, but we're going out with a bang here.
Yeah.
You know how Abadango's been putting on a phenomenal performance here at home, right here. And Light, he's part of the tri-state. He's part of the New York scene. He's coming down all the time. He really is a great representative of our talent. He's been doing a phenomenal job away. He's doing a phenomenal job at home. It's time to see how well he can defend us tonight.
Yeah, especially since we have good New England representation here as well. CT being kind of bi-regional in that sense, right? Where you get to be New England, you also get to be tri-state in the same vein. And Light is always a great performer, right?
Absolutely.
Every time this man comes on the screen, you're going to have some of the best matches in Smash 4 history.
Absolutely. High-octane energy with a personality that's looking to grandstand no matter who his opponent is. Number 1,000 in the world, number 1 in the world. He will look for his opportunity to turn up the heat, prove he is the best.
And he's always one of those people where he's going to run in with or without a helmet. He does not care. He will charge forward. He will keep charging forward. And if all else fails, he'll still keep doing it. He does not care. He has one game plan and one game plan only, and that should just completely smother his opponent with aggression.
As long as Light's got stocks, he's still got a chance. That's how he's always played.
Unless it's a crew battle yesterday.
Big yikes.
Yeah, definitely got smacked by Kameme.
Snap, crackle, and popped right out of there. He was not ready for that.
In the same vein, we do have Abadango's been one of the, I remember when he first started showing up, right? Started wowing everyone with that Mewtwo, was the first one to start doing some of those Nair into confusion conversions. And we're going to have, looks like the Mewtwo versus the Fox, so that's...
This is an iffy matchup. This a grim one. It's looking ahead of us to be a grim one, especially with how well Abadango has been performing within Smash Sounds. Between his Bayonetta, between his Mewtwo, we've seen his Meta Knight come out. He's looking to kill. He is out here for blood. So, in an advantageous matchup, I'd like to see how Abadango is going to try to take advantage of Light's unorthodox methods of taking advantage of his own opponents.
Look at that already, a strong conversion from Abadango at the start. Light still trying to push forward, but I would like to see how Abadango is going to go ahead and charge that Shadow Ball. Now, granted, since this is Smashville, he can use that platform a lot to his advantage to set up those scenarios where he's able to get that long-range pressure.
Yeah, Light's turning it up already. You know how it be.
Oh, Light, baby.
One air dodge read from just a couple of simple up tilts, and look at all the percentage that's turned up.
I guess the air dodge read as well. Two back airs now. He's looking to close this one out. Maybe we're going to see a Nair up smash in the near future.
It's possible. You never know with Light, but at the same time, you know that Abadango has nothing to fear, regardless of the disadvantage he's in. But what a disadvantage coming right into the set.
What a hitbox. That was like the highest hitting portion of that forward smash. Gonna go ahead and kill Abadango. Light looking strong.
I mean, yeah, coming right out the gate, he knows that he's fighting against the best Mewtwo in the world. Like, well, outright say it.
I think Senpai would like to have a word with you.
Yeah, I'll hear from her later on. But Abadango's putting up the credits. He's showing why he truly is top class. But in this set, Light doesn't care about that. He sees his opponent.
Oh, wow. When you see, he actually got the perfect shield on that first hit. He was looking to punish, but the hitbox had extended just south enough.
Sour spot of down air almost killing off the top. The way these percentages are going, Abadango looking like he can make any move a kill move right now. Light doesn't care about that at all. He's still looking to move onto his opponent, rack up as much damage as he can. But it's going to be a Fox illusion directly into the Shadow Ball that's going to tie up the stock count.
But he has racked up so much damage on Abadango already. Go ahead and get that up tilt into the down over that forward conversion. And now he's still looking for more. They're going to shoot one laser, going to jump over that Shadow Ball as well. Light still looking for that aggression.
You know, despite how aggressive Light's style of play is, it's nice to see him clock it back, view how his opponent wants to respond to him, how they're adapting to this match, moving at a mile a minute.
Oh,
sometimes you just got to up smash.
Somersault, baby. Close it off the top.
People like to compare Light's Fox to how Fox is mostly played in Melee. I think one of the greatest features of that is Light having the classic Fox combo of fancy movement into up smash.
Yeah. That's the classic, right? Especially off of miss tech as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you didn't press the R button? Well, hold this real quick and hit him with that up smash. And now this time around, it wasn't even a no-tech setup. He just was in front of him.
Test failed and you're done, son.
Sometimes you just gotta check your opponent.
Game 2 bringing us right back to Smashville. There's no reason for a stage change to take place. I feel like this stage can benefit Abadango a lot further. Like you mentioned earlier, the moving platform on Smashville can definitely be a big benefactor to how Mewtwo is able to control the pace of a match. But he hasn't had the opportunity to do that.
Getting that fastball fair conversion into the down smash, Light able to convert off seemingly straight hits, but now we're looking to see how Abadango can be able to, oh no, how he's going to be able to SD?
Honestly, what I want to see is how Abadango can return to the stage. Big questionable teleport movement, but he's still got a stock. He's still nice. But you can't be doing any favors for Light like this. He's going to be able to take this inch, make it a mile. He's only sitting at 85%. And sitting directly downwards with the Foxfire?
Go ahead, grab that ledge. Being a little cheeky with his recovery options. I like it. Goes high with that illusion. Gets caught by the Nair on the way down. Abadango go ahead and maybe charge that Shadow Ball a little bit. There it is. And throw it out. But he forces Light to shield. And that's the thing that's great about projectiles like that, where you have time to respond afterwards. You can force your opponent to shield and then try maybe get a grab or something like that. But same vein.
Or they're going to be able to clean up that stock. Very interesting interactions off stage. All of a sudden, Abadango making that SD earlier into this game not really look like that much of a deterrent from his determination to win this out. Oh, clean trap.
See the crowd went, oh, they were ready to see how that ended.
That sounded like one of the in-game crowds right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's so invested in how this set's going to go because we have a style of play that's so determinate on punish game versus someone who gives you a million options to try and turn things around, but they're all fake. It doesn't seem like there's any way to move on Light, despite the fact that he's always so active with what he's doing on the screen.
Yeah, despite Abadango not being able to get that recovery in the first stock, has brought it all the way back. Granted, is one good up smash away from death, even an up air in the right position. Needs to be careful, but the same veins for Light. At this scenario, it's really easy for Mewtwo to convert into a kill.
One adaptation that I'm actually really liking from Abadango, even so early on in this set, is he started to take a lot more advantage of short hop shadow balls. And the reason I say this is because it's keeping Light in check for these aerial interactions.
Light gonna have to go. And wait, no way. That up air's gonna kill off the top.
Ooh. Even Abadango feeling it after that one. Very tight race, but the score count's gonna be sitting 1-1 now.
Honestly, he threw away that further. He didn't need it.
You didn't need it.
I didn't need it. You can have it, bro.
Unnecessary.
And now it's going to be 1-1 on the board. Light can go ahead, move into game 3. Probably a little mad at himself for letting that one go, right? He had a free stock to work with. You have to be thinking to yourself, all right, this is my game to lose in that sense, right? Like, there's no way I should be losing this, but we have seen time and time again that people are very prone to making comebacks. And a very beautiful string from Abadango to start off this game 3.
Very solid intro into this, and especially with the stage pick, moving ourselves to town and city. I feel like Abadango's going to change the pace on how he approaches Light now, especially now that there's much more room to move, and there's a lot more potential for combos to start to bring themselves more towards the ceiling. We've seen these battles take ourselves much more laterally. We're getting kills off the left and right blast sounds. Everyone's dropping down, but going up is definitely the way to be on this stage.
Light. With the quickest conversion into all that damage that we've ever seen, has been able to rack up a quick 96% on the Abadango, but Abadango still fighting back. Gets the punish.
That's a reverse hitbox at down tilt. Now he's just showing off.
Sometimes you gotta do it for everyone watching, right? All the fans, and also it's weird for the person on the receiving end as well. You're not expecting that. You're not gonna DI that the way you normally would.
None of these empty hops into the grabs are coming out from Light. So many instances where he wants to just try and take advantage of the fact that Abadango's sitting in shield a lot. He doesn't want to worry about some sort of stray hitbox that ends in some sort of reckless smash attack because he knows that Light is ready to just do it.
Light is getting terrified by the Shadow Ball now, manages to catch the back air at the right time, but isn't quite enough, too far away from the blast zone on stage. Abadango's going to be able to survive that one, but another back air almost for sure will be enough. You can see that Light is fishing for it now.
Both of these players looking for some sort of opportunity to get their kill, and it's going to be Light's forward smash that manages to take it for him. And now sitting at 90%, Abadango still sitting with an opportunity to tie this up immediately if he manages some sort of offstage play, but this is the lead that Light uses so that he can rack up so much percentage, keep the momentum going in his favor, regardless of how Abadango manages to take a stock.
And Abadango's just looking to get that kill now, maybe rack up a little bit more percent, come off the top with the up throw, or...
Going up.
No, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Just one pummel is all it needs, right?
Taking the expressway out to the blast zone.
Landing forward air, and here we go. Quick convert from Abadango. Almost gets a double fair, but just barely doesn't connect.
All of these back airs doing so good at trying to check how Light wants to move this battle. Look at the percentage that's clocked itself up already. 77% on Abadango, and a quick forward air. Almost spelling disaster with the rage that's built up.
And you have to give credit to Light's recovery there and recognize if he had gone for the illusion, there's no way he's getting back to the stage. Oh,
almost having the down smash and still not being able to kill.
Somehow, just not enough percent for him to die, so that back throw wasn't far enough off the stage on the taxi cab either. So Light's going to be able to survive with his life, luckily for him. But Abadango, oh my goodness, he is running in there in the forward smash.
There it is, the forward smash managing to take game 3 for Light. And now, sitting at game point, Light now has to respond to whatever the stage movement is for Abadango.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that amazing power shield. Get him out of there.
Part of me wonders, because the platform was heading back toward the middle of the stage as he started that back throw. Had he done it sooner, who's to know if whether or not Light might have actually died?
And even at that, a what-if situation of if he just kept pummeling.
Right.
If he backed through even closer to the blast zone. Abadango looking at that situation too. He's starting to see the town and city, this volatile stage, looking just as good for him as it is for Light. It's in his best interest to try and keep this as the stage for this set. And the set itself, bringing itself immediately right to the ledge for both of these players.
There we go. Double jumping, using that backer to the best of his ability, but Abadango's going to fly his way to center with a beautiful teleport cancel off the middle Town City platform. It's always cheeky to get those teleport cancels because of the way the platforms move all the time. It shows dedication and practice.
Town and City definitely one of the more difficult stages to perform teleport cancels with. But Abadango, of course, being such a well-trained player, you know that he's ready for these instances, especially since he doesn't do it that often. He's not particularly showy with his play.
Try to hit him with the Ghost Rider level 3. Look to my eyes, unfortunately. Looks like Light blinked for that moment, so he's going to be able to get out of that one. And now Light, doesn't punch the miss attack, but instead waits and reacts.
He pulls up the sleeves, he gets the taunt off. This is Light in prime form. And with only 75% built up, this is looking like a solid lead. If Light is able to hold this off, get the damage started, this is looking like a bookender for Abadango.
He's running forward, still charging at him, going for those full hop dares to catch jumps from Abadango. But Abadango not falling privy to it, gets caught once again by the lingering hitbox of the up smash.
And there's always these very up-ended hitbox of it. It hasn't been the solid kill. Light just sent off into the distance, but not having to worry about much else besides returning to the stage, checking with a forward air just so we can try and match these hitboxes.
Abadango trying to find his way, needs to get this kill. Once again, he's getting close to getting Light into up throw percentage, but rapid jab's gonna catch Abadango slipping.
Talking about slipping, catch him right into that up smash, and that was every hit of that. Abadango finally getting to secure that kill. However, easy percentage right out the gate. It looks like Abadango's trying to match the aggression of Light early on, but you're stepping into the wrong ring if you're trying to throw out hitboxes on Light.
Oh my goodness, this conversion is going to carry him all the way down. Dunk, no, he doesn't go for the down air. Instead, tries to get a safer option. Doesn't want to overcommit. Goes into the blast zone with the forward air.
And just like that, once again, Flamer, we're going into a game 5. Fantastic. Second stock for Abadango.
Look at this. He brings him all the way down. Doesn't even try to dunk him there. Waits it out. Catches him on the way back on stage. And then just in the magnifying glass, Hangman.
Unbelievable play. The pressure has been building up so high, but both of these players don't care. They're riding it high, back in Town and City to give us a fantastic climax to this set.
We were just talking about how it was looking so promising for Light, right? But that's two different scenarios now where he's had that stock lead. Looks like he's on the cusp of taking that game, and those games happen to be the ones that he loses.
You can't sleep on either of these players.
Not again!
You're always looking to bring it right back into the blast zones. And Abadango's starting to realize Mewtwo can afford to go deep. He's looking to go counties away with this aerial pressure. And because of Fox's linear recoveries, Mewtwo has a smorgasbord of being able to take advantage of where Fox wants to go. He has so many options available to him for being able to abuse where Fox Illusion and Foxfire are so telegraphed in placing Fox.
See, once again, Light going to jump over that approach from Abadango, makes his way back to the ground, goes for the rapid jab, can't get all the kicks to connect, but still looking for that entry to convert into big damage, catches Abadango shielding with that grab.
Trying to come down with the Shadow Ball, but not really going to be able to do much. Back throw, get him out from center stage, try and set up another ledge situation.
Oh, wow, cheeky option.
Fantastic option, I would say. So smart. Where's he going?
That goes for the fair footstool, does not find it. Gets the last hit of the fair, though, which was really good for him, because that would have been a huge reversal opportunity for Abadango. Oh.
Super high recovery from Abadango as well. Really smart. Back throw. Not going to be able to do it. And trying to go in for the Fox Illusion. And that's what I was telling you. It's so Harrowcraft. There's only so much you can do to mix things up. And even though Light is so creative with his recoveries, it's a very difficult situation to find himself in.
Here we go.
Last stop. Last game. This is life on the winner's side of bracket. This is making it into winner's side of top 8. Not a lot of pressure built up onto Fox as far as percentages are concerned. This is fresh stocks as far as both of these players are aware of what they need to do. Once again, look at this. Abadango trying to counter all this aerial pressure. Go for the double jab. We haven't seen that old set from Light.
Yeah, he's just trying to do the best that he can to mix up as best as he can. Bring out all the stops now, Light, because otherwise you're going to be seeing yourself in the loser bracket. Tri-State wants him to bring it home. We have nerds in the crowd. Everyone wants it, but Abadango is playing so well.
Both of these players are doing a phenomenal job of being able to constantly mess up each other's game plans, constantly moving in on each other, breaking things apart left and right. But Abadango in hard control of the stage. Light hasn't found his lucky break in being able to get through this zone between the Shadow Balls and the neutral airs. It's looking good for how Light can try to turn this around. Already sitting at 105, and the up throw is not going to be enough.
One more, though, can't get grabbed by Abadango at all. Can't eat a Shadow Ball. He's trying. Oh, he goes for the footstool fair. He's going to get dunked. He will. Abadango going to send Light to the loser's bracket as he confirms himself a seat in winner's side of top 8.
Phenomenally played from both sides, and we saw Abadango hunting for that kill all set, and we even saw Light SDI the hit upwards. He bounced into the stage, but he missed the tag. It was such a small window to interact in. It had to have been within the single digits of frames, mere 60ths of seconds, allowing Light to survive there, but it wasn't enough. Amazingly played by Abadango. He's going to be securing himself in the top 8 of winners, and we now have Como, Shuton, Aba. We have Nairo and Kameme coming up next, and right now it's looking really hard for Tri-State to hold down the house from Team Japan's invasion. It's looking like a great event, though. I've been having a blast, even though I'm seeing all my boys die out here.
Yeah, I know, right? It's slaughter left and right for the Tri-State homies. But they're not gone yet. They do still have losers bracket. They can definitely have a lot of potential there, but it looks like it'll be time for us to finally make our leave. As we were saying before, we're going to have Max Ketchum and Koopa come down to hold the fort. But it's been a pleasure. It's been your boy, Flambo.
And of course, Hangman. This is our first time on the mic together. If you liked what you heard, make sure to hit us up on social media, talk about it. We're always looking to cast for stuff like this, and it's honestly an honor to rep New York on the mic. It's been such a blast of an event, and make sure to stay tuned. Whether it's the Smash or beatboxing, we have fire for entertainment tonight. That's it for us.
Well, we're back. All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Smash Sounds, a collaborative effort between 2G Gaming and the tri-state scene, most notably House of 3000. First event of its kind. We're here at a beatboxing competition.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
Did not think I'd see these two pass cross at some point.
Yeah, exactly. And we're about to run the rest of Top 48 into 8, and we're going to see which of these players are ready to face the music.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, guys, we're about to kick it off. I'm Max Ketchum, joined here by Koopa. What's going on,
What's going on, brother? How you doing? I've had so much fun this weekend. Tri-State's been clamoring for an event of this magnitude and size for quite some time now, and I hope you guys have been able to enjoy what we've got going on so far. We got some great matches coming up on the loser side of things, but before we drop into the lower bracket, we actually have one more winners quarters match to get into the winner's side of top 8 coming up for you guys. And what better person to close out winners quarters with Max than New Jersey's hometown hero and number 3 on the current PGR as of now, Mr. Energy Esports, Nairo.
A perennial fan favorite. This guy's gameplay just speaks for itself. If you watch him on stream at home or even at your biggest major tournaments available, you see this guy melt stocks away in seconds. Meanwhile, Kameme coming up all the way from Japan, of course, but we've been seeing a lot of this guy in the U.S. since EVO 2016 when he made his American debut, and he is a monster with a character that normally has a boring playstyle.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kameme obviously getting second at that EVO a couple years ago. He's kind of had a hard time replicating that success since then. It's been a myriad of problems, being that, Mega Man isn't just the uncommon pocket character you see anymore. When the trickle-down economics of piloting your character's meta games,
Soccer economics.
Yeah, pretty much. But and also, Kameme also a really good Sheik main as well. You saw it on display earlier, and he's been on fire the last couple of days. He's won 2 out of the 2 weeklies that he attended in New York City, so he's definitely riding the hot hand, going against one of the hottest hands of Smash right now, in Nairo.
Yeah, Kameme gonna opt for the Sheik for game 1. Mega Man maybe not aggressive or fast enough of a character to get the job done here. This guy's pockets run deep, though, so if this pick doesn't work out, we could see the blue bomber or the red one that he opts for, or really any other character that he has in his arsenal. We've got Yoshi, Wario, Cloud. I think those are the most likely suspects. But
maybe a suspect Dark Pit.
Oh, true, but Nairo is a Sheik slayer in his own right. Plenty of sets over Void and Mr. R. Even when it looks completely over for him, this guy's able to pull it off. So we'll see if Kameme has the clutch factor that they might not have in those sets against Nairo.
Yeah, we will see it right now. Kameme, again, almost losing that stock off to the boost kick earlier, but has since found his footing. Has Nairo in a really precarious situation. And his Sheik has been on point the last few days that we were talking about. Going for the edge guard situation, putting himself back on the ledge here. And Nairo, good job sharking underneath that air dodge with the up air.
The real pain point in this matchup is that for every 4 times Sheik hits you, Zero Suit only has to do it once to even the score. And we're seeing that in action. Kameme with such a strong start, but just look, Nairo already has him at kill percent. An up air into an errant up B, or even anything into back air near the edges could be Kameme's life.
Yeah, look like he got the weird hitbox on that down smash. That's why you probably had to opt for the back air instead of a stronger kill option like forward smash or boost kick. But like you said, Max, Kameme just has to work so much harder in the situation. And look at that shield pressure right there. Like, Nairo's one of the best in the business at pressuring Sheik. I've never seen this character as quick and fluid as Sheik. Just not be able to move. The up tilt will get the job done, and Nairo strikes first.
Man, there are just so many times that Kameme almost died, and then he finally goes out to a tilt, no less. Around the 115 mark.
Yeah, she definitely bought those shoes at a bodega, because that's a cheap and easy kill power right there. And the move comes out fast,
discount
too.
chancla.
Yeah.
So Kameme with this stock deficit, he's going to need to land one of very few limited setups that still work at this 150% range. Even needles to bouncing fish is a little bit sus. You might need a double jump to reach them for how far they'll pop out.
Yeah, it's going to be a little awkward for him, and the longer he lets Nairo hang around, the less amount of time he might have to hang around on the stage. It's like this could be huge for
That's
him.
probably the game right there. I'm going to be real, yeah.
Wow.
I would not lie to you guys. I would not just go on the internet and tell lies.
Who do you think we are?
So we've got Nairo taking the first game after taking quite a beating at the beginning. But you just see if he gets that first stock and breaks away with rage early on into the second stock, it snowballs so quickly, spirals out of control for the Sheik player. Now,
Yeah, I was going to say, it's crazy how this character fluctuates on the tier list depending on if you take the first stock or if you're down by a deficit.
Hey,
right?
same could be said about so many characters in this game. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Usually the zoners.
Yeah. It's a rough life out here.
All right, just the quick and easy stuff. Kameme getting those low percent strings that Sheik is so good at. But again, it's about closing the stocks. And this has forever been this character's biggest struggle. Whereas Zero Suit Samus, she doesn't really need too much help in that department.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing, but her grab is so bad. But at the same time, she has so many quick and, easy combo starters that she doesn't have to rely on the grab as much. You see, once again, kind of a similar start to the last game, like you were saying, Max. Kameme coming out strong, but Nairo, going back on the offensive here, and there we go. You see it time and time again, folks. But the catapulting hitbox and the boost kick proving to be the savior right there.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was so smart to just drop off to keep hitting him. I mean, I was going to say, by the way, we hear a lot about Bayonetta's single hit up B, but what about Zero Suit Samus?
Yeah.
All he needed was one. It wasn't even the last one either.
Yeah, she has a medieval catapult attached to the end of her feet. Like,
For real?
crazy. It's like one of those pumpkin cannons they shoot into the valleys of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's all about that siege warfare.
Yeah.
Either way, we've got Nairo. Oh, almost could have closed the game out right there. I think if he fast fell to up air in time, would have been able to reset the juggle, or rather just continue it. Kameme, though, going to establish an even game here in terms of stocks. A couple good hits will put him back in this, but that's some good hits for Nairo. 70% already. All right, big whiff.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you can see the difference that Rage makes in this matchup, Max, because he still had his first stock getting that boost kick. He probably would have died from it. But Kameme going back to the offensive, the Smash Roll platform, not his savior right now is Nairo, but able to get back to stage relatively unscathed.
That's why the stage is occasionally called Sheikville, affectionately or
but TSS
or
rents it in the summer
loathingly.
sometimes.
Yes, very true. She's got a timeshare.
Yeah.
All right. Another chance for Kameme. He's in the lead. He just needs to play either this keep-away game or keep his pressure extra tight and not let himself get pivot grabbed. One thing Zero Suit really struggles at is shield grabbing her opponents because, 15-frame grab. But if she's able to just make you whiff, that range is a huge plus for her.
Ooh, yeah, suspect DI on the forward throw, but Nairo having enough time to air dodge out of that.
All right, Kameme realizing that the needles are going to put Nairo into tumble and knock him back, so he could just play keep away, traps the ledge with a weak nair into bouncing fish. That is the classic.
Yeah, like you were saying, a lot of Sheik's kill performance kind of are a little rough at those high percents, but Nair's kind of been the one, like the one outlier to that. Like, Nair is as great as a combo starter, low percents, and in the end game it carries really well as that late Nair sets up into bouncing fish. So, evening things up here. Going for the classic ZSS counter pick in Town and City. There's really no surprise to see Nairo take him here.
I am a little bit surprised to see Kameme not have banned it, just because dying off the top really early has been a thorn in his side throughout this set, and in Sheik's side throughout the entirety of Smash 4. But hey, either way, we're going to see Nairo start off yet again with the grab, this time crossing through him for the pivot grab. Oh, no! I thought he was going to try to land on the platform, but Nairo just knew that that was death anyway.
Oh, no, that could have been another scary situation as the platform is at the apex of its travel, but Kameme getting a second lease on life here. Again, just going to have to work so much harder, but that bouncing fish is going to do a good job putting him in position. Nairo missing the tether, going to have to recover high here. And now Kameme just, again, going back on the offensive, keeping CSS in this juggle situation. Good use of his air there. Kind of an unorthodox option, especially against a character as quick as Sheik. Again, going to get this grab.
I love Nairo modifying his combos on the fly for the percents that Kameme is at. He wants to get as much damage as possible. Doesn't want to go for the boost kick when he doesn't have to. So you saw him actually turn around that up air to hit with the back. Could have led into more stuff, namely a back air. It's not panning out for him, but you could see the thought process is there.
And again, just going right back into this juggle situation. It's a re-grab, but Kameme just going to let him get back to the ledge there.
Just jabs him off the platform, giving Kameme a break here, saying, all right, man, the stage has not been kind to you.
Yeah. How do you approach a woman with a frame one jab?
Cautiously, and probably through the internet because it's too intimidating in real life.
There we go. The
Nairo
will seal it out.
Speaking of intimidation, scares him right into that air dodge, and that's exactly what Nairo is banking on in that situation.
That was a dominating game coming out from Nairo. Like, it's really hard to have those, like, super impressive games against Sheik just because she's able to turn the tables back on you just as quickly as you can on her. But Nairo making that look relatively easy right there. You see Kameme having a good laugh about it.
He's got to think a little bit harder about his character choice, in my opinion. I think Nairo just has too hard of a lock on Sheik. He's played the best Sheiks repeatedly. Kameme, I think, definitely in that upper echelon, top echelon of Sheik players, but still, it's the amount of tournament experience that you've had with the character that really can determine so much.
And I think that's partially why he's kind of like fallen, I don't want to say fall from grace on the PGR. He's coming into 44 this last season, probably a little lower than he would like. But it's also partially because he was in the process of, getting the Sheik up to par with Mega Man. It's hard when it's, such a technical character like that. But it's definitely shown to get the job done. He's sitting here at guaranteed 9th place at one of the biggest tournaments in the season right now.
I think this guy just likes a challenge because I can't imagine anyone playing Mega Man and then being like, you know what? Time to pick up a top tier so I could finally cut myself a break. I think I'm going to go with Sheik.
Yeah.
At least pick Bayo or Cloud, man. Like, give yourself an easy time.
It's like, all right, man. Definitely not looking like an easy time right there, but Kameme getting able to fall out of those up airs and not just going right back to work on Nairo.
Yeah, this is a stressful character to play, but also a very stressful one to fight if your opponent's playing perfectly. Let's see if Kameme is able to turn it up a little bit, but Nairo catching these landings again. That grab, we always say it's a negative for Zero Suit, but the way that these top players of her use it is really convincing.
Man. What grab give us, grab take us right back. So this is one of the things you can't just not grab a Zero Suit Samus. You're going to give yourself such a hard time with it.
Okay, just goes for the down air, maybe trying to catch a roll in or an aggressive approach out of the corner. We're seeing Nairo in the same situation, going down a lot of percent here. But there you go, trump the pair, and that's going to be your stock at 76% before the hit.
My man has that one say we'll be seeing you on that back. And again, Nairo just using that quick tether ledge trump movement that you see him do so often. And now Kameme again has his back against the wall here.
I like that, throwing the needles out. It's a way to reach him without having to push your body forward. But still, how are you going to peel off this stock, Kameme? You need a bouncing fish in some capacity, either off a weak nair, an air dodge read, just straight up.
Yeah, you saw him go for it there, but Nairo was just able to shark through the side of that ledge with the forwarder, giving himself a little bit of breathing room.
If I'm Kameme, I am going to be so scared once I see myself reach probably the 20 to 30% range. That is prime time combos for Nairo.
Yeah, it's definitely looking really rough for him right now. Like the longer he plays with his food, let Nairo stay alive. You see Nairo going for a wow.
Okay, down smash. That's how you know you're like on your last legs of the set here.
How fitting that breakdancing is what takes the stock at a beatbox competition, am I right?
We might as well just get the whole subway going right now. It's showtime. What time is it?
Oh my goodness.
If you're not from New York, you're not going to get that.
Yeah, you had to be there.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
keeping this edge guard going.
I was going to say, like, the momentum of this match is definitely shifted in the favor of Kameme right now.
What are you doing, Nairo? No. Oh, no. A Super Saiyan finish from Nairo. +1 from the bubble. He got Juice, man.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Juice almost got that JB3. We still count it, though.
Wow. That was absolute. I can't even breathe. I'm choking.
Yeah.
I need a second. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'm so used to seeing Nairo, like, do these, like, insane combos both on our friends and people, like, around the country. Like, that was really cool. Like, using the footstool dare as a combo into the ladder.
He kept it going after that. That's the craziest part. It's like one thing to pepper that in, just be like, hey, look what I can do, bro.
Yeah.
But then to win the set right off of it. Somebody stop this kid. He's chilling in winter semis. So
it was
I believe
calculated.
that's going to be Abadango's privilege, or perhaps displeasure.
Maybe.
Coming up into the top 8.
The run back from last week at CEO.
Yeah.
And I said that Nairo's kind of put Abadango through the advanced conditioning. You know, lose to him last weekend, house him for a week.
Yeah, that's how you get him.
Yeah, lull him into a false insecurity. You know, buy some 2 for $6 lays at Quick Check. You know.
All of a sudden, he starts thinking you're friends, and then bam, just rage kill him at 20%.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun, but we're going to start getting into some losers bracket action. And coming up, we're going to have a fun one between 2 of New York's finest players. One very established player who you might recognize. One guy who's on the come up, who is always one of my favorite players to watch. You got Gravity, the Buzz, going up against Tier 2 Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey, have to point out, he is a blood traitor. He lives in New Jersey. Jersey City or Hoboken or something.
Yeah, he lives in Jersey.
And he claims New York.
How dare you?
Filthy Fox players, man.
Yeah, and it's, you know, we got a player like that too, but his name's Glentendo. We don't talk about him.
Oh, no. We definitely don't talk about that.
Yeah, definitely don't talk about that.
Yo, great seeing you as CEO, Glenn. But anyway, DeBuzz, one of the best in the whole business. He's a top 5 candidate for sure on pretty much every PGR except, oddly enough, the current one where he's 6th by some miracle, but it's really just because he didn't go to all that much stuff.
Yeah, and he was off to a really good start. You know, at the beginning of the season, winning Frostbite. I know there was another tournament that I know that he won. I can't really.
King of the Springs, I believe.
King of the Springs, that's what it was.
Or no, Tweak might have won that over him.
No, I don't think he went to that. Actually, now that I think about it.
Whatever. Either way,
anyway,
DeBuzz is a beast.
Yeah, he'll say he's had kind of a rough patch. He's been getting 5th at a lot of events. The 5th place curse is a rough one for him. But 5th place out of thousands of people at most events is still really solid. So he's putting on a great display for him.
Yes, the best Rosalina out there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And just a really talented gamer overall. This guy has been a champion in so many titles, like Kid Icarus randomly, PlayStation All-Star
Shout out to
Battle
Kid
Royale.
Icarus Uprising. That game is fantastic. This is my monthly shill for Kid Icarus Uprising. Please buy that game. It's fantastic.
But he's taking on the challenger, the young boy who is like 84 feet tall, I believe it is.
He's 16.
And he's 15, I think, actually, dude.
Jeez.
Like, when is he going to stop growing?
I don't know.
Give us a chance. I'm 5'10", and I can barely do anything that requires height.
I'm 5'4" and still get ID'd at the liquor store.
Yeah, right, there we go.
Tragic.
Either way, Odyssey gonna put on the big boy pants today and hopefully make a huge upset over DeBuzz, unless you're a DeBuzz fan, in which case you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, Odyssey's sponsor might be Tier 2, but he definitely has the capability to be Tier 1 talent. This is why we are so appreciative of these events on the East Coast. He has to showcase a lot of this talent. Because Odyssey's coming in at number 6 on the New York PR, to my knowledge. So
yes, exactly.
He's definitely somebody who's been making the waves.
Kid's a monster, and if you remember Collision, man, dude got 4th place over like every 1.5. So
it's crazy.
He can make the runs, he can make the upsets, and he's got the lead right now on DeBuzz. Look at this extremely patient game they've just devolved to. It's like, all right, slight lead, and there's no way I'm pressing forward.
Yeah, I think Odyssey knows that like this matchup on paper is rough because this could be death, but it's not. So
his name would have been on paper on a death certificate for that one.
DeBuzz, honestly, I knew him.
Yeah, just choking it out a little bit on the punish. That could have been a free stock and a free lead. But instead, we're going to see both Luma and Rosalina still hanging on after this jab. DeBuzz setting up the juggles. Fox really struggles in this situation. Has a lot of quick buttons, but not great disjoints.
Yes, exactly. And this matchup in general, if you were talking about, DeBuzz has really good history against the Fox mains. I can only recount 2 sets out of the several he's played where he's like lost. Once to Larry and once to Lighten. Getting the late hit of that dash attack. He's going to combo into the up air. And Odyssey's doing a good job hanging it close, man. Like, as long as he can keep himself within this range to be able to get one of those toe kill options like the up smash, he's going to put himself in great position. And the year essay is coming out, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys hear that? I know it's not just me. I don't think that's in my headset.
No, man. The lore of New York runs deep. When this autobiography comes out, it's going to be lit.
Catch the expanded universe breakdown. Fantastic fiends and where to find them.
Balancing the universe is not something one considers.
All right, no Luma. DeBuzz was on the platform. That's exactly where Fox wants you. Keep the juggles going, but finds his way to the ground. Just going to play this extremely evasive game. Rolls and spot dodges for days, but Odyssey, seeing through the pattern, getting a couple hits, needs to maximize that 12 seconds of action.
Yeah, and he did a good job of it. He has a decent lead on DeBuzz, but it's all gone in one sort of up tilt. Again, Fox just scream and hit me when he gets touched by Rosalina.
He screams, meow!
Yeah. He thinks he's a cat. He must have gotten hit in the head too many times.
By Luma, presumably.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, Odyssey, no, using too many weak moves to knock Luma away, but finally that back air going to do the job, and now 85%. This is prime time. Could see the kill, but of course DeBuzz just going to run away as much as he can. We're going to see that L or R button see maximum use right now.
Ooh, he spot dodges the up smash. Good stuff there from DeBuzz. That could have definitely been the stop the game for him. He didn't play his cards right, but now Odyssey going to have a hard time getting back to the ledge, but able to do so.
Hold up. Fox off stage literally goes from a fox to a cat to a sitting duck, and you can just make him bleed or kill him. What do you have for this, DeBuzz? Oh, rides the wall again. Odyssey hanging on.
That was a fantastic angle by Odyssey. It could make the difference here for him. That was so smart.
American Ninja Warrior with the parkour right now. How is this guy not dead yet? DeBuzz's edge guards are nothing to scoff at either.
Kids do the darndest things, Max.
Oh, and so do Luma's. That jab almost killing.
Yeah.
Oh, dash attack. Did I see a dash attack kill? I think I did. I believe so.
4 years into this game, and I'm still seeing things that just make no damn sense. But DeBuzz will definitely take that, man. That was quite the scary game for him. Again, the jab not going to be enough to get the kill. But the dash attack is, you know.
I am speechless, to be completely real with you, my dude. But
that was wild.
Either way, I guess there's a first time for everything. DeBuzz, not the first time he's taking game one of an important set, though. We're going to see if he can keep the train rolling or... Oh, what?
Excuse me?
There's no way. I know that was DeBuzz and not Odyssey that picked that. There's no way this is serious. I've seen him pick the Mewtwo. I know it's a real character for him, but to do it in bracket, especially with that close of a call on game one, not sure if I can co-sign this one, DeBuzz.
Yeah, this is definitely a little interesting. I don't know. I know DeBuzz has kind of always been flirting with the secondary. It kind of always defaults to Olimar and then some various other characters like Bayonetta. I know Sheik's been kind of the hot commodity recently for him. But I'm curious what the choice is here. Maybe it's the stage. Not totally sure.
Mewtwo has definitely been present on that list for a while. I've seen it myself at a few locals, but either way, let's see if it has the chops to take on something like Odyssey or someone like Odyssey. This guy is really good in his own right. You saw him just almost take out the best Rosa to ever do it.
Yeah, man. Like, let's see if New York will be doing the Odyssey after this. Status of Super Mario.
He's your one-up dude.
Yeah, so we saw a lot of this earlier between Light and Abadango, and again, it's going to be a pretty steady diet of nairs and fairs.
And if DeBuzz has anything to say about it, a whole lot of air dodges as well. That is this man's go-to is the defense.
The hotkey is definitely hot. But again, Odyssey getting in right now, and I think the change in this matchup is going to mean Odyssey's going to be able to play a lot harder, and that is going to be it.
I love the shine stall, too. Just to keep himself positioned to land a back air. Mewtwo players love poking through the edge with up air and back air. We saw DeBuzz go for it, and Odyssey capitalized perfectly.
Yeah, man, that was very smart. And like I said, because DeBuzz isn't going to have that great defensive presence in Luma, Odyssey's going to be able to hit a lot more buttons than you're used to, because I feel like Fox mains in general just love to be able to want to just push their own offense. You know, Rosalina doesn't really let you play your game like that, but Mewtwo kind of lends itself to. He's kind of a big old tall balloon character.
Yeah, the goal
could be hard.
The goal is to smother your opponent with superior frame data. Even though the moves aren't huge, they're super fast, and so is Fox himself. We're seeing that come into play as Mewtwo just can't contend up close.
Is he right now? DeBuzz having a hard time getting a kill, but I think given like another, never mind. I was gonna say he's near up to a percent, but forwarder gets the job done. That's a strong 13 damage coming out of that move.
When Fox is in a bad place, it's real bad for him. Whether it's the ledge above you, can really make him hurt. DeBuzz doing just that, but needs to make up a lot more ground. Already at 70. What do you have for this, Odyssey? Are you going to close this one out, make him go back to the Rosa? On the real, I kind of want you to do that.
Yeah. we can write in the death note, see if it's possible. Ooh, interesting using the Shadow Ball right there. Again, DeBuzz is having a hard time getting out of disadvantage, but once he's able to get in on Odyssey, like you see, he's been able to get the damage he needs.
And Mewtwo just hits so hard, already making up for that entire deficit pretty much.
Yeah, he's got that big tail energy on deck.
Okay. Not here, not now. Oh, there goes Mewtwo. All right.
I've been waiting all week to use that one. And here it comes, folks.
I know you guys hear that. I know you hear that.
I hope so.
You hear that? Yeah.
Otherwise adjust your volume.
All right. Well, it's a 1-1 set, and that Rosa's coming right back. Smart play from DeBuzz. I can't imagine why he thought the Mewtwo was a good idea. He did just fine with Rosa, even though it was maybe a little too close for comfort. Of course, this guy is used to just breezing through most New York brackets and have a hard time with a player who he probably doesn't play that much because DeBuzz doesn't go to every Xeno like Odyssey does.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, you might be taken for a loop a little bit. Maybe you didn't know how good he was going into this.
Maybe.
Shock.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a crime for him to not know how good Odyssey is because he's just been tearing it up recently. Even outplacing that collision, the not to mention it. So.
Real recognize real, man, and I hope DeBuzz is real.
But that could also, and him switching off might have been a sign that DeBuzz just might not be totally feeling it right now. I know DeBuzz is a big old, he wears his heart on the sleeve type player, so if things aren't working out for him, he's definitely not afraid to hit the reset switch.
It's looking like Rose is doing just fine so far, making Fox have a difficult time getting in.
Yeah, and he's going to have Luma off the table here, so now Odyssey's going to be free to do whatever he wants for the next 10 or so seconds.
Just going to drift to the ledge. Name of the game here for DeBuzz is not committing to anything, but tries to shield grab a safe back air. Took a little bit of damage for it. Odyssey keeps it going.
I was going to say, he didn't auto-cancel that down air and didn't get punished for it, and DeBuzz will pay the price for it. The up smash will seal it out. So Odyssey trying to go up in the rubber game here. DeBuzz trying to avoid going down 2-1.
I don't think DeBuzz expected him to pull out the big guns for that one. Not even a little bit.
Oh, and Odyssey's really good at doing that. The drag down fairs, like, you know, usually you'll only see Foxes do that in the footstool situation. Odyssey throws it out of neutral a lot, and definitely is good at catching your opponent sleeping.
The new school of Fox players is just so impressive. Light, Odyssey, these guys, Charlie, so technical, so creative. No diss to Larry, man, but look at what these guys are doing. It's just like a different breed.
It must be fun being, you know, teenagers.
Yeah. Those nimble hands.
But again, an even game right here, Odyssey. Trying to get himself out of disadvantage. Good use to that down air, but Luma gonna say enough of that. You leave my mama alone.
Just punches her in the face though, says, go to your room. Fox is the father, I guess. That forward throw, one of Fox's few tricky moves that can actually get rid of Luma pretty early.
Oh, getting nicked by the
That's it. Attack. It's done. DeBuzz going up 2-1 here. Gets counter pick advantage should he need it for the 5th game.
Yes, sir.
But most importantly, he's on set point and only one more win needed to advance into the top 8.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like if Odyssey went straight up, he might have given himself a shot to maybe, trade with Rosalina and also give himself some drift back to the ledge. But I mean, you know, there's so much you can do in that situation. As you see the crowd coming through for their friends.
I don't think a single soul in this building wants Odyssey to lose other than DeBuzz. And maybe even DeBuzz might want Odyssey to win.
It's like, yeah, man, you got it. Oh, by the way, good
like, PGR season's over, you know. You can have this one. Shake things up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm big chillin'. It's fine.
Hey, he tweaked that spot at CEO. Maybe he could extend a little more generosity over here.
Dying the saddest anime death of all time, but we shall see if it works out for him right here, man. Town City going to be the stage choice. You could see some gnarly low percent Rosa kills on the stage, but at the same time, you could see the same thing on Fox's end of things.
Both of these characters ceiling monsters for sure. And Buzz about to get it started. Ooh, no Shine Stall is going to break you free from this guy's juggles, though.
Yeah, man. Luma just is able to anti-air you so well. Good use of the stall with the Firefox, but it does not matter. Luma does not care at which trajectory you return back to the ledge. He will find you and kill you.
Love how DeBuzz let the forward smash go early once he saw the Firefox charge up, though. Allowed him enough time to still cover with down tilt.
Wow. Interesting. Holding down to go past the ledge, kind of mixing up DeBuzz right there.
It looked like DeBuzz actually wanted to trump him, too, so that was pretty smart on Odyssey's part. Just completely avoid that situation and avoid getting ledge trapped, too. Now turns the tables on him and makes DeBuzz the one who has to get back.
Again, Odyssey thrown back into the blender right now to reverse hit of neutral air. And that's going to be all she wrote, folks.
That was super unfortunate. But unfortunately...
Oh, no. Yeah. Not this. Anything but this. There we go. He gets it.
Odyssey staying alive. Absolutely no gap between the players once this invincibility expires. There we go. Full hop down air to up air. Big start to the combo.
Oh, not going to get rid of Luma, though. So The Buzz still able to hold on to his trump card here.
Yeah, that jab pretty weak. It's not going to send her into tumble unless she's taking quite a bit of damage to start.
As we hear the crowd come alive for Odyssey right now, trying to take it to a game 5. That could have been the nail in the coffin that the Buzz needed.
The Buzz trying to say, hell no, but Odyssey saying that right back as he gets out of the situation entirely. Oh, wow, how did he miss? And again, another up forward angle. Odyssey just not going for the ledge, maybe saving that for the truly dire situations. But, I mean, if he's not feeling the heat right there, I don't know what'll make him do it.
Man, I don't know what kitchens he can go into to feel it.
Right. I mean, 34th Street Hell's Kitchen. We're right here.
Yeah, shout out to Daredevil.
Okay, gonna cross through with the invincibility of the side B. Odyssey hanging on, catching the luckiest break from that Luma hitbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if he wins this game, you can look back to that as the reason to why it. But I don't know if the Buzz is gonna give him that chance. Again, just covering ledge so well. But Azur grows at his advantage. This could be big.
Get rid of Luma. Oh, back air still too weak to do it. Fox really struggles at getting rid of Luma. Oh, and he slipped. This should be it. The shine stall to make him.
Oh my God!
Odyssey, you are crazy.
No way!
No
Oh
way!
my God!
83 after the hit. There was no DI to speak of there. Somebody call DJ Nintendo.
I am absolutely speechless.
You hear those yurs, folks? You hear them?
The Book of Ur, baby. That was absolutely insane. You see the pop-up from the young man coming out.
Hey, that's that Town and City counter pick coming into play if I've ever seen it. Any other stage, and he was probably good to go. He got at 66 to 83, and he still died.
That was... It really do be like that sometimes, man.
They don't think it be like it is, but it do. All right, here we go. Game 5. It's going to be Battlefield, a stage that both of these characters really excel on. Their up airs poke through the platforms perfectly. So many dirty setups you can get, combo extensions for days. It's all about the Buzz's extensions at this point. Oh, is that death?
No.
You're dead. Oh, no, you're not. It was all an illusion.
You saw it. Illusion, Michael.
No, untippable,
my goodness. And that is a 0 to death. And if there's a wall your back can be pushed up against, this is probably the farthest one that the Buzz can pin you up against. Odyssey's going to have to work 9 to 5 with unpaid overtime if he wants any chance of bringing this one back.
That wall is lined with spikes and Lumas. Just waiting to squeeze you out with a little kick.
So it's the 7 train.
Yes. All right, let's see what Odyssey is able to pull out here. Got 0 to death to start. Rosalina probably one of the hardest characters to 0 to death due to the fact that Luma can interrupt so many follow-ups if you're not frame perfect.
And then you can just do that.
The turret. Man, that's a hard one to break.
Yeah, man, he's looking at it like, how are we going to get at this one, Scoop? But Odyssey's doing a good job, though. Again, like you said, Rosalina is one of the hardest characters to have to 0 to death back.
And even without Luma, Buzz still has a lot of gas left in the tank here. Only 56% on the first stock. He's big chilling right now. Oh, okay. Odyssey, what do you have for this Luma? Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Don't send her up. Send her out.
Go that way.
Okay.
There you
finally done. And if we manage to see an early kill here, or a quick kill rather from Odyssey, it's possible.
Goodness.
Crosses him up. Where is he going? Which side?
We could see one of the biggest upsets in the tournament right here, Max, but Odyssey's going to have to play this one really close to the vest, and I'm not sure if the Buzz is going to be able to, loosen up for him.
100% lead, though, and If we get rid of Luma here, we could see Odyssey make a large chunk of this lead back up very quickly.
Okay, Luma's out of the picture for a little bit, but Odyssey just not at the range to be able to start something.
These full hop down airs, so rewarding if he manages to get it, but it's a big commitment. It's pretty obvious when he's going to land, too.
Again, gets Hybe's back to center stage. Into Buzz's wheelhouse, he's just going to get grabbed.
This man must have been saying his prayers last night, because he is hanging on when I don't believe mere mortals would be able to do so.
Okay, that's scary.
Okay, gets in there with the illusion, but yes, Luma gonna stop him cold, saying no fun allowed. Sorry, Odyssey, great run to 9th,
yes,
but
sir.
We're not gonna repeat history from Collision. This is the end of the road for Odyssey. Really sick run, though.
Yeah, man, and you tweeted this earlier today. The future of this game moving forward is gonna be fantastic, so definitely Odyssey's a player I look for to make waves moving forward. He is easily one of my favorite players to watch as of now, and I'm glad everybody was able to see this on the big stage as we're out here at Smash Downs.
By the way, he went to losers pretty early. Qualified top 48 losers.
Yeah, he lost to Mancho. He's a local villager player.
Yeah.
So.
Well, not so local. He's from Puerto Rico, but now he lives here, I believe.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he's just
So
relocated.
he's a transplant.
Or he's in town for an extended period of time. But Odyssey's run, he had to take out Aerial Ace from Connecticut, one of the best players there, Mewtwo and Mars.
He almost beat Mars in pools earlier.
Yeah, that guy's
yesterday,
good.
which was crazy. That guy's nice.
DK Will, in a 3-2 set, no less. DK Will still got it. He took out SDX in a pretty dominant fashion yesterday.
Damn, man, good for Will.
Jackal in another 3-2 nail biter. And we all know how good Jackal is, man. If you don't, he's currently ranked 4th in Jersey. Kid's a monster.
Yeah, man, he's definitely another one of those guys on the come up. And also beating Biddy, kind of a staple of the New Jersey Smash team for years in a 3-1 set. You know, they get all the way to 13th with Toon Link. So that's a character that you don't really get to see every day. So again, he had a great run today, man. The Buzz is going to qualify for top 8 here. And we still got plenty of great matches to watch, Max. This top 8 is going to be so stacked, and we're here at 9th place.
You were talking Mars, and we're about to see some Mars. He's going to be taking on 6WX, who actually just eliminated his fellow Pennsylvanian in Juice, who I was mentioning a lot yesterday, took that #1 state ranking spot away from 6WX recently.
Yeah, and he's actually beaten him the last couple times they played. It was a few weeks ago where there were Smashadelphia and Smash Quest, 2 regionals happening in Pennsylvania, where Juice beat 6 at both of them. So he was a combined, 0-2 against them in consecutive days, where Juice won both those tournaments where he beat 6 and Shoyo James. 2 players who are, James was like a combined 0-4 against them.
Against Juice?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he got bodied in back-to-back days, man. It was
wow.
rough. So
James, man, and that's a bad matchup too.
Yeah, and I was gonna say good on 6. He's been kind of on the losing end of these Zero Suit Samus matchups for a while.
Now is the true test.
Yeah,
as he's going to be taking on Mars, second best Zero Suit in the game, but real hot on Nairo's trail for years now.
Oh yeah, man, and this breaks my heart because these are 2 of my favorite players and 2 of my good friends in the scene. So it's going to be a fun time. This is actually the last time I can recall them playing was at Civil War, and where
that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, where Mars obviously went on to a 5th place finish, I believe.
Mars went in at Civil War.
He went in. One of the best pop offs in my modern history.
We'll see, though, which of these 2 is going to make it to top 8. Absolutely criminal to think that it's not going to be both of them. Look at Mars. Arms crossed. This guy clearly does not care.
And 6, obviously being the smooth musician he is, one of the coolest. I don't think I've ever seen 6 get mad, ever.
I'd call him a smooth criminal, but I don't think this guy's capable of committing crimes.
Well,
look at him just stroll.
I'm just here to get 9th place, man.
I don't think so. Guy's a mathematician, by the way.
Yeah, he has a math degree.
Yeah, he's just running calculations in his head on how to destroy Mars. What % do I have to grab him at?
Yeah.
Etc.
I'm actually upset we haven't made the meme of the math equations in front of that woman's face with 6WX yet, because I feel like that'd be a big hit with the kids. Yeah.
Yeah. DK Will, too, man. Shout-outs to the math guys.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, shout-outs to you guys.
Mars, though, just completely apathetic. Dear Diary.
I played Sonic today.
Yeah.
He was really fast.
It was boring. I hated it. But hey, man, this guy's usually in high spirits, so I don't know what the thuggin' entrance is about, but I support it.
Maybe, but he might
Character
be cold.
development.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he might be cold. Yeah, I actually just bought this shirt because I was cold, but it's a fresh shirt. Yo, shout-outs to my boy Steelix.
Yeah, man, we both got these shirts from him yesterday.
Yeah, so I promised him I would give him the plug on commentary.
Yeah, I definitely needed something to match with my Reptar shirt today, so I'm going full 90s hobo right now for my commentary aesthetic. So hope you guys at home are appreciating it. Hi, Mom.
That's usually me, man. So I'm glad someone's taking up the mantle. Anyway,
someone's got to carry the torch while you're not here. So
yeah, guys, if you like this or that, you could check out Steelix_SSB on Twitter. Dude is making some fresh threads. Oh yeah, we're live, bro. Oh, Keitaro.
Oh, what are we gonna do without Keitaro, man? You can catch.
I love Brisk as much as the next guy, but I got some iced tea right here. Anyway, yeah. So Mars and 6WX, 2 players that live pretty far away from each other for northeastern guys. We got southeastern Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area for 6, and then Mars all the way up in Rhode Island, now Massachusetts.
Yeah, so
it's a long drive.
Yeah, it's about a 3-4 hour drive for both these guys. So we shall see. And like I said, there isn't a lot of history here. I know 6 has had his his run-ins with Nairo and obviously Juice in the past, so he's very well versed in this matchup. But it's as someone that plays Sonic also, as the meta's progressed for both these characters, it's gone from I'd say a relatively one-sided matchup for Zero Suit Samus' side, but since they've, the nerfs the boost kick and nerfed their hitboxes in general, it's moved this way to a lot more of the even side. Sonic obviously has the speed to whiff punish ZSS really, really hard, but at the same time, Sonic's got that kind of teddy bear in the wind type weight, where like if he gets hit by the ladder combos, there's a good chance he's at death percent. So
yeah, it works out a little bit too well for Zero Suit Samus when she grabs him.
Blondes have so much more fun, man. Like, it's crazy. But we're going to get into it here, folks, between two players who are criminally unsponsored, which is it's a rough life out here. But one of these guys are going to get in the top 8.
Just saying, nice pickup going into Smash Ultimate.
Yeah,
both these guys are putting up big results.
Yeah, it's just saying with the eyes emoji.
Either way, such an even start, but Mars getting the first breakaway, pushes 6WX to the platform, but able to respond. Sonic, not a character who has to pick these fearful options out of the corner. He could just spin at high speed right back to the center.
Yeah, Sonic's kind of been a dying breed lately. That's a great pivot grab there from Six, but Mars does have the likes of Practice in his region and Kuma from Vermont, so he's definitely no stranger to this matchup either. But Six definitely looks like he has some tricks up his sleeve, and again, coming off of just beating Juice, this matchup is so fresh in his head. That could have been a way bigger punish for Mars, but unfortunately, it might have been a misinput out of shield.
6WX has not been touched, I think, since he got forced out to the left. Of course, except for that one hit right there. Either way, he has done an excellent job bringing this one back. Takes it back out of the face, still hanging on, though.
Yeah, like I said, man, oh, that was so smooth.
That was beautiful.
He was able to do the short hop out of spin dash and then back air out of it. It's really easy if you don't have your second jump to work with. So Six striking first here. That's, again, one of those matches where it's huge as Sonic to get the lead as quickly as you can, but the back air, no DI will save you there. The smaller blast zones of Smashville. It's not going to do him any favors here. As Mars gets back in the game here.
And that homing attack, getting him killed, I can't possibly imagine many or any uses for that move.
I mean, if you're playing Sonic Adventure, there's several, but in Smash, not so much.
It almost always ends in tragedy.
Yeah, just like Sonic Adventure.
True. Oh, man, the track. We don't talk about that. Either way, Mars looking to take a page out of Nairo's book from that set before.
Yeah, but what Nairo's able to do with boost kick, Mars is definitely able to do with flip kick. He's one of the best at going for the ladder combos and then reading the air dodges with the down B, killing you at super low percents. Gonna get the roll behind grab, and that's gonna be huge. Again, getting the late hit of that up air to help adjust that combo on the fly.
6WX showing some player knowledge there, saying, I know that the down B in the middle of the up air strings is the Mars combo. There's no way in heck I'm air dodging here.
Yeah. He would say heck because he's too polite to curse.
Very true. Okay, gonna spot dodge that grab. Yep, Mars keeping the pressure on. 6WX though just crossing him right back up. This guy's still scrapping.
Yeah, again, go for some rolls around. You see Six going for the instant spin dash jump there, but the boost, the flip kick does not care. We will see game 1 going to Mars.
The amount of prescience to have to go for that and land it. You have such a small window to punish regular get up in the first place, but to do an entire flip jump over, then press the button just at the right time. Mars, he's done that way too many times. That's familiar territory for him, but you give anyone else a controller and you tell him, hey, punish get up with boost with flip kick? Yeah. Slim chance.
Yeah, we were talking about cheese yesterday, and he said his favorite flavor of cheese is a flip kick. So, I mean...
I mean, he ain't wrong, though.
Yeah, I prefer pepper jack, but, you know.
All right. This is decent start for 6WX. Just keeping Mars in the corner. That's what you need to be doing. In general, common matchup wisdom. Keep them away from center stage. Give them no room to back up.
Yep, exactly.
That applies across pretty much all characters.
You see Six again, just applying the super safe pressure. Again, just kind of skating away with spin dash. Good read on the spot dodge right there. Again, that's going to be half the matchup here, Max. Just being able to read and when Mars is going to go for these dash and grabs and adjust on the fly to it.
Sonic able to cancel spin dash, charging up with his shield. Of course, that can go right into spot dodge as well. So you can almost lead your opponent to believe that you're going to be grabbable, and then nope, into a free punish.
Fun fact, you can also cancel spin dash with grab.
Yes, correct. Any out of shield options. You can do up smash, any jump aerial, whatever you want. And the Sonic players at the top level, they're always mixing that up.
Yep.
They get a little too close. Sometimes just popping out of shield with an up air is a great way to scoop them up.
Yes, sir. And you see right here, Six still in the lead here, but again, TSS does not care about your lead. If Mars is able to get a strong kill option near the ledge, it will spell disaster for Sonic.
One up air, but no ground beneath him to get those jumps.
I was going to say, good use of the down air on landing right there. If you do that high enough in the air, it does auto-cancel, so it's a good landing mix-up. But now Six, in the world of hurt here, forced to go for an unsafe spring and able to find respite and land back on stage.
Mars the acrobat, though, just dodging everything. Jukes the spring. See if he can juke Sonic, though. Fastest thing alive. It's going to be hard to get away.
Yes, sir. Again, kind of stuck on the Smashville platform here. Six continuing to shark with these aerials. But Mars able to find himself back on the ground here, and now they trade places.
Cool thing about that platform, when it's all the way out, you're real cornered. It's real bad. But if you just stick it out and you don't think your opponent's going to kill you for it, it gives you a free pass back to the middle.
Yeah.
So we're seeing both of these players kind of dabble with that.
Yeah, the high ground worked for Obi-Wan Kenobi. It'll work for it'll work for 6 too.
True.
There you go. Back throw gets the job done. That move is definitely a shell of its former self as the years have progressed, but still a very reliable kill option.
All right, 6WX off to the start he wants. Taking the first stock, so valuable as a character like Sonic. Knowing that your opponent not only has to hit you, but hit with a specific set of moves to take your stock. Mars, though, having no trouble, only taking 2% of extra credit in the process. This man is a hard grader.
Yeah, and he's able to get that back there. Once again, Mars is not letting Six stick around too long with his rage. Sonic is kind of a pseudo-rage monster. I've definitely seen up there kill at some alarmingly early percent with rage.
And the throws just become way scarier with rage, too.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Makes that back throw feel like it was never nerfed in the first place.
It's like you never left. Again, just going right back to work here with these spin dash combos. You see Six doing a lot of these, grounded spring setups.
All right, just going to roll right behind it. Yeah, if you can get her to whip that grab, you can do pretty much whatever you want. Sonic not with a ton of kill power, but forward smash sticks out as his strongest move. It's just fast enough to punish that.
See, Mars is trying to end this kill, but again, hitting Sonic is easy in theory and kind of a mess in practice.
Working him all the way back again. Yeah. Oh no, this could be the start of everything. Even with the platform, couldn't get the combo.
Six definitely breathing a sigh of relief right there. Yep, and Six actually showcasing that if you... Oh no!
Oh, and he missed the spike.
That would have been game if he got the spike hitbox, but Six, once again, counting his blessings.
Whatever god this man worships, I'm converted.
It's probably Abraham, if you've seen his Facebook status.
Sure. All right, Mars again pushed out to the corner of the stage. Oh, narrowly avoiding that though.
Ooh, again, using the single hit up air, that has combo in the back air at certain percents. Probably not going to now.
Also, a great emergency landing option. Has such a wide arc. Ooh, some susty eye on that forward throw too. Mars a little bit lucky to be alive right now, but both characters well within kill range.
Yeah, and I think he's at the point now where Sonic gets his 2.5 kill throws. The up throw changes into a kill throw. The forward tilt. Look at the job done. So 6WX avoiding disaster a handful of times right there, and able to come out on top in the second game.
Evening things right back up, and now it's going to be Mars' turn to pick a stage. We've seen Town and City, and or no, it was Smashville both times?
Yes, yeah.
So we haven't seen Town and City yet. I was going to say Mars is going to go right back there, but instead, giving it his first appearance in the set.
Daxter making an appearance on commentary.
More like, we all know what Zero Suit wants to do, guys. Let's be real.
It is a water's wet CSS likes to play on Town and City.
Whether or not water's wet is up for debate.
Yeah, that's a whole can of worms we can't get into right now.
I'm sure 6WX has a Facebook status. Okay, anyway. We're going to see the combos just keep on going for 6WX, wanting to take that stock super early. If Mars were a greedier man, it would have worked out. If he wanted that aggressive landing that 6WX is banking on, certainly would have been a kill.
No, 6's luck, up smash wouldn't have worked because that move is finicky as sin. So
true, you do fall out of it quite easily, but the same can be said about boost kick for Zero Suit Samus, right? Seems to never work when you want it to, just like Shuttle Loop and other multi-hit kill moves of that nature.
Funny, all the characters I like to play. It's probably readdressed my life a little bit. Anyway.
It's a personal message.
Yeah. This could be big for Mars.
No. Oh, wait, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
He got literally every hit except the last one. That is tragic. Up throw once again. 6 going for the up throw, double jump, spring 50-50.
Flip a coin enough times, eventually it'll land on heads. Presumably.
Hopefully, it lands on its side. You see 6 just continuing to press right here. The back throw should be enough, and it is.
There we go.
So
one nerf.
Yeah. hold my beer.
No, that would have been like 60% earlier.
This is a great time, man. Mars going right back to work here. Gets the Nair into the boost kick, but still not going to be enough. The trajectory of that move so tragic. And that's just going right back to work here. If Mars had a little bit of a high percent, that would have worked. The boost kick. Still not going to be enough just yet.
Sonic, not a character known for his early kills, but he could just keep building this lead, keep running away from Mars, unless he runs right into the boost kick. No, he's hanging on.
Yeah, the 2 count is definitely out in real right now.
Yeah, we got the 2 count from CFL or just Florida. Yeah. We got the yers over here.
Yeah, man.
We got the crickets from SoCal.
Yeah, sing.
Shots fired, guys.
Yeah,
Step it up.
Be here all week.
Hyrule Saga was definitely lit.
It was very nice.
All right.
So we're going to get right back into the game here. It's funny you were talking about Sonic's early kill, being able to kill you at early percents. The only way that's going to be able to happen is if he gets a grab on the platforms, because up throw spring up air is true at around this percent. So definitely something to pay mind here.
And if Mars didn't do his homework, then he could get spring ridden as well. But that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, six doesn't usually go for the spring ride. That's not really his forte.
I feel like this is a guy who only wants to go for what works. He is a mathematician, not a creative writing major.
Yeah, he's on a non-dairy diet, no cheese here.
Right. Keep getting these simple spin dashes and spin chargers into aerials. That's Sonic's bread and butter. No reason to change the formula if it keeps working.
Yes, sir. You see Mars is having a hard time getting this kill right now. Six just not giving him any room to breathe.
Oh, the rolls behind. These guys are trying to juke each other out. Bait a scared defensive action just like that. But Mars going to bite off a little more than he can chew right there. Spring, yeah, trying to just end it all right there.
Big thing here. Mars is having a hard time landing these pivot grabs here. Six again doing a good job just being where he ain't.
Oh no! Air dodge read! Oh, that could have been it. But 6WX just a little bit too low. Not going to die yet.
Oh, definitely. Oh my God, you're a crazy person.
Oh no!
This character sucks. The up throw.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Look at that.
Like I said, man, 2.5 kill throws.
Play Cloud and he can't even do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, he probably can, like 180.
Don't let So the Sonic community will take that as Sonic is better than Final Fantasy. So.
Okay, now that's where you're wrong.
That's definitely. I mean, I'm not saying that right. I don't condone those people, but 6WX going up into rubber game. Mars on his tournament life right here. We shall see if it works out in his favor here. We'll see a game 5.
This could spiral out of control if we see 6WX take the first stock again. He didn't get to build much of a lead in the last match. Again, Zero Suit, great for comebacks, just has a lot of raw kill power, so she's good at dismantling that game plan of characters like Sonic. But I don't know, man, 6WX, cooler heads prevail, and this is probably the coolest head in the building.
Yeah, man, ice cold. But again, we're going to go right back here to Town and City. Good use of that landing there. With the right hitbox, that is going to do a lot of damage and still lead up into other combo opportunities.
Right, at least taking percent lead in the beginning here. Needs a little bit more than that, though, because as long as the stocks are tied, Zero Suit Samus has a chance, especially on Town.
And Mars is trying to find some room to breathe. Again, that's going to be good damage, but still just not enough. And now he's starting to catch on under these spring landings from 6.
Yeah, smart by Mars, though, to hesitate. Doesn't want to throw that boost kick for no reason.
He's got to learn around. Good use of that jump up there from 6.
I think 6WX knows that up air being such a huge and fast move, it's really difficult for Zero Suit to contend with. Not the best aerial buttons, air to air.
Yes.
Air to ground, they're great. They're all safe and huge, but a little bit of startup and not the biggest hitboxes, especially covering her front.
The forward tilt still not going to be enough just yet.
But, of course, Mars's trump card in air-to-air situations is going to be that up air, her fastest and most rewarding, eventually, aerial. So we could see him fight back a little bit more rather than going for so many air dodges.
Okay, going for the B reverse paralyzer, but 6 is able to avoid his trajectory.
Fastest thing alive.
And you see Mars hanging his head in a little bit of disappointment right there. But it's still not out of it just yet, man. Like I said, Sonic is a very light character, and Mars hasn't really let 6 carry this lead very far.
77, that could either be pretty safe or perfect timing to get killed by Zero Suit. So we'll see how it pans out. Mars just needs to land the right moves, and he could take an early stock. Yeah, that neutral air, such a safe setup move. Even on power shield, it's safe, by the way. I'm pretty sure the electric effect gives it shield stun even when you power shield. Some strange mechanic like that.
Oh, gee, what a character. And now 6 is just starting to...
Oh! Who said Sonic is not hype? That was ridiculous. 6WX advances to top 8, pulling all the tricks out of his hat.
Blue streak Speeds by Sonic the Hedgehog.
I ain't never seen anything like that before.
Now, you want to know how that worked, Max? Because when Sonic does double jump and then lands on a spring again, he gets his double jump
counts
back.
as a floor.
So, that was absolutely crazy.
Add it all up.
And then,
Up air, 3 in parentheses up air. That's what it was.
you need to find we need to do PEMDAS in order to solve that equation. But that was really good there from 6, and Mara's going to be eliminated at 9th place. Yeah, it sucks. Like I said, it hurts my heart because I love both these guys so much. But man, good on 6, man. He's definitely been victimized with the 9th place curse several times himself. So finding himself in top 8 for this event is going to be really, really big for him.
What a way to get there too. Let's talk about real quick his bracket. Keep in mind he beat Juice in an allegedly bad matchup against Zero Suit, and then he beat another Zero Suit to get there. And if this man meets Nairo in losers or grand finals, watch out. All I'm saying is watch out.
We're still waiting for that because we brought up earlier how that Kameme has been having a hard time kind of replicating that Evo success. Well, 6 has been having I wouldn't say a rough time replicating his Apex success from years ago, but it's just kind of been a much rougher path for him as the game's developed. So again, just so good on him, man. And we're gonna see another a killer qualifier right here between 2 of the best players on the up and coming. A couple of goofballs.
Definitely a couple of goofballs.
Yeah.
What I saw from SDX on Twitter last night, I will never forget, and I wish I could, about where he went to eat. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, God.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely just said some silly things.
You know, I haven't seen this. I'm actually going to go look it up live
all right,
right
well,
now.
I prepare to be disappointed, but hopefully he can, hopefully he can save himself with some sick gameplay here. One of the best Mewtwo's out there, really staking his claim to potentially usurping Wadi as the number 1. I mean, of course,
he did just beat him recently. So.
He did, I believe, twice actually. He beat him at Gommel and then at Hyrule Saga.
Student beats the teacher. Yeah, man. It's SDX is one of the players on the up and coming right now.
Yeah, I could be wrong, by the way. Please don't quote that.
That you can tweet that at NaxCatchum_.
Yeah, please, please correct me in real time. But anyway, guys, yes, SDX really climbing up there big time, and he's going to be taking on Light. We were already talking, I was watching that set just before hopping on commentary, but Light came out of nowhere. This guy was.
I'm so upset.
He won an Arcadian, I want to say a year and a couple months ago.
Yes.
In New England. And then since then, he just started winning real tournaments.
Yeah,
this guy was, somebody posted a bracket of him getting 5th place under some very underwhelming players the other day, or yesterday actually, just to tease him, Light is free. And it's like, nah, man.
Nah,
look
man,
at the progression.
You will be blinded by the Light if you are not impressed just yet. Again,
revved up. I'm not gonna keep it going.
I know exactly where you're going.
I know you know. Anyway, 2 guys who have been really making names for themselves lately. I'd say Light's been on the map a good while longer than SDX,
and of course, they both wore the same exact shirt today. This is awkward.
I don't know about that, man.
Oh, yeah,
definitely just a shirt for both of them.
What are you going to wear? I don't know, black? Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, but we'll see Light sponsored by Most Valuable Gaming. SDX sitting at the Young Unsponsored Life, coming from the capital region of New York, to my knowledge.
Right. Dude, his tag always reminds me of STDX, Set to Destroy X.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, on the low, he's got a very promising Splatoon career ahead of him.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, are we actually fighting? Yes, we are. All right, no button checks necessary. These guys know the controllers work. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, can we just go with the New York style of just can we do our button checks on the illegal stages, please?
Right. I like that a lot.
Let's keep the lore canon, guys.
It's a nice house touch.
So we shall see Light being dropped into losers by Abadango a little bit earlier. Like you said, SCX has had quite the path this season to Will back in pools. So
yeah, and running it all the way up to a top 8 qualifier. Last chance to get himself on that stage for another round.
Yeah, I know it was a local New Jersey Mewtwo Zone who said that SDX is kind of the amalgamation of all the other top Mewtwo's. So we shall see if that is indeed on display here.
Yeah, he's got a relatively simple and clean playstyle, but also likes to bust out the crazy stuff once in a while. You see the tech ceiling for this guy relatively high.
So that's definitely a when you meet me first, when you get to know me type situation with this neutral, if you may.
Very true. And Light, just nothing changes. Doesn't matter if he just met you or not. He is going to try to get in there and try to brutalize you. This guy, I'd say, hands down, one of the most aggressive and persistent players in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll let you know, man, He'll get in your head with the taunts. He'll pump his fist, roll up his sleeves. And there we go. That back air will do it. And Light playing, if you may, lights out this first stock.
Best part about Light is that he translates that energy directly into the game. You can feel it
absolutely.
in and out of the game. Yeah, this guy's got a big presence, so SDX has a lot to overcome here. Yeah, just going to drag him down, but Fox, such a fast baller with such a fast jab, going to be able to respond.
There we go. Great damage coming out once again for Light. And I get so nervous when I see XCX drop that low, but I forget that Mewtwo's recovery is pretty good.
I get so nervous when I see anybody about to grab the ledge against Light.
Oh my god, yeah, it's terrifying.
Even without tilt stick, this man times the up tilt so well. Always going to scoop you up into something. SDX getting off scot-free there, but still, he is bleeding out. 41%, that's just about half of his stock. And Light, not quite knocking on death's door yet. Maybe an up smash.
Yeah, maybe an up smash or a forward air to the ledge. Yeah. We'll see it again. He's just doing a good job playing so evasive right now. SDX having a hard time getting anything going.
Bruh.
Ooh, that was gross.
Get off the edge. Bruh, that's my edge. Oh, no. No jump. But, of course, he's going to live. Yeah. I knew Light was just going to stand there and try to get the up tilt, but he's 0 for 3 now.
Oh, no.
Kind of rare. Oh, he got trapped.
It feels bad, man. You hate to see that type of thing happen.
Just going for the head bonk, like my boy Goombaria.
Oh, that's a great reference.
Okay, game 1, going to Light. Rather convincingly, but of course there was a self-destruct or a little bit of recovery spaghetti in there.
I feel like that's very common with Mewtwo, just because like the sharper angles on his recovery are kind of like weird.
Very unforgiving. We saw actually Light just fought Abadango to get knocked into losers. He was cooking for a bit. I believe it was a game 5 scenario too.
Yes, sir.
And unfortunately, Abadango was able to just slightly pull it out over him. We'll see, though, if he's learned from his mistakes or... Oh, by the way, we've been talking about Waddy and SDX this whole time. Let's not forget, Abba still has that Mewtwo, man.
Oh, yeah, man. He's still the president and CEO of that operation,
yes,
in my opinion.
He has changed paths to Bayonetta for most matches, but you definitely see him go for the comfort pick and use Mewtwo. Yeah, of course, those three, man, they're...
Clusters.
They're all really crazy.
So, SDX, again, just doing a good job hanging out, keeping it close. Gonna retreat to the platform and dropping down.
I like that, going for the raw back air, getting a little extra range, and vertical reach, too.
Now, that's gonna be...
Oh, no! What is going on? SDX with the craziest setup I've ever seen. Nair, and knowing he'd go off stage, go for another Nair drag down into footstool. Somebody stopped him.
When Fox gets footstools combos, I feel like the world just kind of stops a little bit.
Yeah, right?
So it's kind of like a self-reflection moment. It's like, wow, is that what I do?
He's starting with the man in the mirror. Okay, gonna get on with that giant double jump and neutral air. So many hitboxes. It's hard to protect against that if you're not ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say that whole situation was set up just because Light did his patented thing where he side B's through you. So, and he's even said himself, if you start catching on to the side B's, then it's gonna be a lot harder for him to get anything done. And these up airs, keeping Light in a really rough spot right now.
Fox hates that situation, being above you on defense. On offense, yeah, sure, maybe you'll hit him with the down air. But if you're popped up there, a character with disjoints as large as Mewtwo is really going to make you feel it.
Yeah, that's always been Fox's calling card. You know, he'll put you in the blender, but he gets blended pretty well himself.
Will it blend? Absolutely. In both directions. He will blend and be blended.
The blender is not discriminatory in that situation.
Oh!
Yo!
All right, just going to send you to the skies real quick. Yes. Reading the approach with the neutral air.
Excuse the hell out of me, jeez.
While that move may be pretty large, the hitboxes are relatively close to Mewtwo's body, so if you challenge it straight up, you get a good trade most of the time.
So SDX got a good read on the rolling right there. Let's see if that'll keep Light from doing that again. Again, dragging him down with the Nair. Gonna combo into the up tilt. If he got that awkward hitbox of up tilt, I probably would have comboed into up smash also.
This is just such a huge deficit for Light, but we know he can do some stuff that starts with F and ends with air footstool.
My favorite. Just out of range of that grab. Up throw's probably at the percent where it'll start killing now.
Okay, here's the forward throw. Yeah, Light, come on, man. That was too obvious and gets dunked yet again. That's how he lost the set to Abadango in winner's bracket. 13 There's no way these Mewtwo players are going to fall for it. Their air dodge is too good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2018.
Yeah.
You know what Fox is looking for if he forward throws you at 0 by the edge.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there we go. We're evened up here. Again, a lot of even counts. I don't think we've seen a single 2-0 lead yet, now that I think about it.
Yeah, everyone's just going back and forth.
Yeah, it's a good quality tournament so far.
Yo, Smashdown sponsored by eHarmony.
Yeah.
Perfect matches. These guys definitely on even playing fields. They've got a lot in common.
Yeah, my Yelp review is very positive right now. So.
They're all pretty good at this game. It's a good starting place. Okay, jab, jab, dash, attack, the floaty special.
And we're going to see...
Oh, no. Oh, no! SDX just hesitated a little bit too much.
Yeah, it looks like he got stuck trying to dash off the ledge right there. So that's going to give Light a second lease on life here. Good use of that Nair combo. 1%.
SDX just fading out with these safe nairs, but Fox has the speed to zone break and catch you for that on landing.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, if he gets in on you, it's going to hurt a lot. Good use of that approaching Nair. Like, I think that move is so good in regards to just combo extending and, you know, breaking zone when you're not confident if down air is going to connect or not.
He picked his spot so well, too. If you look at the hitbox visualization on Mewtwo's Nair, it looks like the 4 on a domino. Like, where it's just like top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right corners, but a lot of blind spots.
Oh! There's no blind spots there. That back air will connect, and Fox and Light are cooking right now. SDX.
The only thing blind might be SDX's Mewtwo ever getting kicked in the head that hard.
We might have to put him in concussion protocol.
Wow, skipping the edge, though. Not an option that SDX had accounted for. Light building the lead just a little bit, but no, gonna get dunked. Oh. Hey, we're good. I don't know how that happened, but we're rolling.
I just had a stroke. Oh my god. All right, we're good.
Okay, here we go. 120% for Light. A grab is the end of him, but being such a fast character with multi-hit aerials, a lot of fall speed, it could be hard to grab him. No, don't even need to do it. Just swipe him away. We were talking about eHarmony, man. He just swiped left hella hard.
No, thank you. You have a credit score of 6.
Not the one for me. All right, let's see. Oh, just going to shoot the shadow ball. Gets a huge pushback from that in the air, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, SDX again having a hard time getting back to the ledge right there. Again, good use of that forward throw. Still trying to keep himself in it here. And I just locked at the ledge against Mewtwo. When you're such a big, lanky character like Mewtwo, that'll get the job done. And Light going up 2-1 in the set right now.
Mewtwo also Light, gonna die to that way before the percent you actually saw.
But shouldn't say is still like the biggest crime in like Smash history. Man is canonically like 3,000 pounds or something.
It's like 270 or something. Yeah. It's a lot. It's more than Charizard. I love how like they were very deliberate with what canon things they want to carry over from Pokemon, by the way. Because like in Brawl, Squirtle is the slowest because he has the lowest base speed.
Yeah.
Ivysaur in the middle, and Charizard is the fastest. Okay, cool. But then the weight, you're right, it's criminal.
It's like whatever.
Hey, whatever. Mewtwo would be actually ridiculous if he had more speed.
Oh my god, if Mewtwo was a heavyweight, I would have been playing another game years ago.
I would be playing Mewtwo.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Love Pokemon.
Game number 4, it's going to be Battlefield, a fantastic stage for Fox. I'm kind of surprised that SDX picked it, but might just be comfortable here. Projectile characters with a platform above their head, especially ones with as great disjoints as Mewtwo with his up air and up tilt. Could see some stuff. Also, the command grab on the platform is going to make it a little easier for him to open up Light.
And I feel like the one drawback I would have here is he might be nerfing himself in a last hit stock situation where a grab might kill. You know, obviously with the high vertical blast on the battlefield. So we'll see if that comes into play. But like I said, platform resets are definitely going to be huge here. And you can see SDX already off to a strong start, but Light going right back on the offensive here.
Trying to take the ledge from him, but Mewtwo just so able to float away, avoid conflict, doesn't have to really commit to anything into you until it's time to touch the ground.
Yeah, and there you go, Light going for that patented short hop side B into an aerial follow-up. Again, SDX is being put right back in the blender here. That's going to be more damage on Light's part.
All of a sudden, he's winning. Oh, what a genius. Oh, what an actual genius. SDX turning the tables.
That was
DJ SDX.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
Is he entered the beatbox competition? Because if he did, it's a crime. That was absolutely insane.
Wow, he's going to float and try to poke through with the up air again instead of rushing back to the stage. Either way, Light still prepared for it. Closes out the stock with an edge trap. Fox so scary in that situation, just between back air and up tilt.
There you go. Mortal's low percent grab combo is going to trade with whatever Light was throwing out there.
These guys have the hugest brains in the building right now after that exchange on the left side.
I'm feeling very inferior right now, Max.
I'm still not over that one. Okay, SDX building the lead back, forces him off. Believe Light has no jump as well, and this should be it if he can time it. No, but Light, excellent text. If you're playing a character like Fox, you gotta have that.
He's a crazy person. He was holding on to that ledge cancel the entire time. Go for the down throw, trying to get a DI mix up. Oh, and the up smash will get it done, Max.
And Light will tell you himself, when you catch on to the side Bs, that's when the problems start.
Yeah, man.
SDX must have been in the background for that conversation. Yeah. This is easily play of the week. Yo, EMG, where you at? Joe, I know you listen.
There you go. Gets the back air again on the ledge strum. That was the second stock, so we're fine. Again, that was a whatever. That was a replay. That's all I got.
Okay, final destination. What a fitting way to close the set out. We got one more after this before top 8, but SDX and Light wanting to make an appearance. They don't want to go home just yet.
Yeah, man. 9th place, probably one of the worst feelings in the world.
And if I'm being real, neither of them should go home after that. They should immediately check themselves into an asylum for the ridiculous gameplay that we've seen. It's absolutely sick in the head what these guys are doing.
Yeah, with the amount of dunks that SDX has landed, he should probably go try out for the Nets right now. They could probably use his help.
Okay, got the chase down from SDX. Light actually playing a very contrary game to his normal plan, which is standing back and throwing these lasers. Against, a character this fast like Mewtwo, he's going to be able to chase you down, though.
Yeah, man, like I said, SDX is starting to sniff out these side Bs a lot smarter now. He's just putting himself in positions like where if he's not going to get an attack follow-up, he's at least putting himself out of range so where Light's not going to be able to get a follow-up. But Light does not care about anything I just said right now as he goes right back on the offensive, keeping SDX kind of dungeoned off on the ledge here.
He's just so prepared for the eventuality of Mewtwo pressing air dodge when he's on his way down. Even with such good frame data on that air dodge, Light is absolutely on the ball.
Wow, there's a grab out of the neutral air right there. Definitely kind of a hard move to react to.
See SDX almost every single time he's off the stage, he's looking to poke you, or he's looking to condition you into shield, and he could scoop you with a side B of his own. That confusion, of course, being a command grab. Great answer to that, even without platforms.
Oh, and he calls him out with the up smash, Max. And Light's going to strike first in game 5.
Oh, man. I see you, and I'll raise you an up smash, and then I'll raise you all the way to the sky.
Yeah.
Okay, just going to get right through those lasers again. If SDX can even the stocks up here, he's got a great chance, but he needs to do just that.
I like the use of these uncharged shadow balls. He's trying to keep Light on us on his trajectory back to the stage.
Yes, if you air dodge or you get clipped by that, it's a free either spike or fair for Mewtwo. Most of the time you end up just wanting to take the little shadow ball instead. But a character like Fox, the recovery, once he has to come from below sea level to the edge, could be curtains.
Ooh, and the Boner gets it done. Only 6% put on the second stock. We're in a last stock situation here, Max.
Still absolutely anyone's game. SDX, one of New York's last hopes, by the way, even though he's not from the city, still does represent the state.
Yeah, man, one of the defenders of upstate New York, trying to defend the house from business tri-state.
I can't believe he got away with that side B. SDX was locked and loaded with the shadow ball. All he had to do was press B, and Light would have taken massive damage and still been in an edge guard situation.
That was absolutely insane, man.
Oh, tries to swing it down air, but the helicopter kick's still going.
Again, forward throw, going to be good damage coming out from Light.
Another, just going to pop SDX up. Yes, comes down with neutral air. Light not going to challenge it.
Yeah, Light having kind of a hard time trying to find his in right now. That neutral is going to do a good job of it, though. He actually has hit a lot of buttons on the ledge. He's going to go for the ledge trump. That could be huge.
All right, percents are climbing. Both these characters will die in about 15% to what the kill moves that they're going to be looking for. It's going to be Light opening up with a grab. SDX, he's going to try to poke. Yep. And yes, the timing from Light. He's going to, is that it? No.
Oh, no.
Barely hanging on.
Literally barely hanging on. Get air dodge.
neutral air. SDX again on the edge. Oh, I like that. The double jump cancel. That could have been really bad for Light if SDX had hit with the weak up tilt into up smash.
Oh, that's it! Oh! That's it! MVG Light punches a ticket in the top 8.
And a lap around the stage triumphantly, taking out SDX. Both of these guys, contenders for really high spots on this upcoming PGR.
My goodness, man, yeah.
I'm talking SDX might even be cracking top 20. Light definitely in there.
As you see, the up smash will get the job done as Light, probably one of the best players that popping off in the scene, man.
Oh yeah, we need to keep him around. He must be protected at all costs for that.
Protect that man.
Guys, what a set. And you hear the years. He's not even, oh wait, no, that's for our upcoming player who's about to take the stage, I believe, because I was going to say, Light's not even from New York. I know the year sounds like Fox, but who they're really cheering for is about to be the boy, Jen.
Yes, man. Sponsored by House of 2000. Again, their very own Ryu player. Also has a Bayonetta in that back pocket. Jen, one of my favorite people in the scene, man. He's such a good kid.
Oh, he's the man.
He's such a hard worker.
He's the man.
And he's the man. He's awesome. But he's going to be going up against the Invader and, man who's on the come of his own, going up against DNG Kameme.
This is going to be a very interesting set. Ryu versus Mega Man. We got the Capcom Brawl right now. Yo, this is a Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Never thought I'd see that game.
I was going to say, if they play on FD, there'd be no inclination that this is a Nintendo game.
Just make a custom stage with walls. Yeah. That's all we need. So, guys, as we were talking about Jen, an up-and-coming player from New York, but can we really call him up-and-coming at this point? He's been a beast for like a year and a half, 2 years at this point.
Jen, in my opinion, there's two moments where I think he kind of established himself. He beat Vinny at a Xeno Saga one time. I was just kind of like, wow, who's this Ryu player? Just beat Vinny. Vinny, obviously a household name in a lot of Smash players' houses. The other one I think too is back to what was the saga? I forget what it was.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was a saga. They flew out Ryu. They were flying out.
It was a SCR saga.
SCR saga. That's what it was. Jen made it onto Compendium and found his way there and took out Locust from the tournament. And Ryu did us.
And now that Locust comes to New York a lot, we've seen them have some more games, and I believe Locust has gotten his revenge, but I think they've traded back and forth even still here.
Yeah.
Really, really good Ryu player, and very young as well. Kameme, surprisingly young himself.
Yeah, he's 21.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
This man's built like he's like 30.
Best Mega Man in the world. And, of course, deep pockets, as we were talking about before, so I don't know if he's going to want to go for Mega Man, but I can't see him complaining too hard about it. His zoning character against Ryu seems very tempting.
It's rough, man. Ryu, it's funny because Ryu just fundamentally functions like a Street Fighter character. In the air, it's really hard for him to get around, and I imagine a character like Mega Man having access to a lot of multi-hit moves, both in his in his normals and in his special moves, gonna be kind of rough for Ryu to get around. I wouldn't be surprised to see him. Yeah, it sounds like they can hear it. Yeah. They're starting with their bread and butters.
I will also add that Jen is not hard locked into Ryu. These days, he's been developing his Sheik, but I'd say most recently, Bayonetta is also an option.
His Bayo is probably the one hot commodity you probably see out of a secondary, so we shall see. And like I said, oh God, did Light break the headphone?
Oh no, Light! It's okay, take it out of his winnings.
Oh God,
he plays for the money. Oh, it's not broken.
Jeez, okay, it's a illusion.
It just needs to be reattached.
Yeah. But anyway, I was going to say, so we're going to have New York going up against Honorary New York as Kameme has won both the weeklies in New York. Get my man a pair of Timbs and a Yankees.
True, yeah. And an unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay. Jen, off to a phenomenal start, though, and Mega Man so easy for Ryu to piece together these tilt combos on. He's heavy, he's a fast faller. He's not going to go anywhere from up tilt, even with excellent DI.
Ooh, and again, great damage coming out from Jen. That forward air is just to linger and make things really hard for Mega Man getting back.
This could be the biggest win on this kid's resume yet.
Yeah, man, and top 8 at the biggest event in Tri-State history. The implications of that, the storylines write themselves.
Just going to stand up from the edge. Kameme paying his proper respect. Doesn't want to get shoryu'd for pressing a button.
And you'd think that Jen wouldn't have a lot of experience in it, because there's actually quite a few Mega Man players in New York City, but...
yeah, we got King Arc, Jam Jumba.
Yeah, Jam Jumba. Edwin's another one that comes to mind whenever he comes around. So.
Yes, Edwin, dude, yeah. When he decides to play Mega Man.
Yeah. Ooh, good use of the upper to break through the metal blade right there.
Yeah, Kameme just throwing all the projectiles out at this point. Mega Man not loaded with multi-hit moves, but he has enough that Ryu can't mindlessly mash on focus. He's got a good grab game to get around that too. And look at the traps he's setting. The Z-drop metal blade, fall with the back air, and the edge guards too.
Ooh. Yeah, man, Kameme is sniffing out there for that edge guard. And Jen, this lead has since evaporated for him, and just falling out of range for that back air to work. Again, he got the up tilt, but the upper is going to get the job done outright. Jen getting first blood here in this first game.
Oh, the metal blade into back air, though, evening it right up. But here, dead silence from the New York crowd after that.
Yeah,
They're very one-sided on this issue.
That's one of Mega Man's better kill confirms at these higher percents, the metal blade throw into the back air. And that back air comes out super fast, man. It is one of only 2 frame 4 back airs in the entire game.
It's quick.
So definitely going to keep you on check.
Just running on in, though. Jen wants to open him up with a grab. I feel like most people are just naturally inclined to shield against Ryu. He does so much damage with his big hits, doesn't get too much off grab, so you just got to play that reverse psychology game.
Yep. And that's what I mean. Like, I feel like you said, Mega Man doesn't have a lot of multi-hit moves, so we're going to see the up tilt coming out.
There we go.
But Mega Man's able to play at that awkward space where even if he hits focus, Lemons are going to be able to poke through, make it really hard for Jen to get anything done.
Kameme whiffing that up tilt for seemingly no reason on the platform. Could have been an attempt at fall through up air or something, but Jen capitalizing, not making too much out of it, though.
Ooh, the drag down with the back air is going to force Jen to recover low again. Going to hit him with the Shoryuken of his own, but going to get the sour spot hitbox of that.
60%, we're getting there. Mega Man, again, heavy fast faller. He lives off the top very long, but a lot of rage. And Town and City, we could see Jen make the magic happen. This crowd is going to erupt if Jen gets game 1.
Oh, yeah. We might actually fall through the floor.
Check the health and safety standards at the venue.
You see him fishing for him, man. That slow walk is super scary of Ryu. I'm tilted for him.
Ooh, I don't even know what to say. Both of these guys looking for some serious openings into kills. You know what Jen wants. It's that elbow, baby.
Yep, trying to shift through the subway. Again, that's the right idea. And Kameme just doing a good job playing keep away. He has no problem doing this for the next 2 minutes and 28 seconds if he needs to.
Just gonna throw the shotgun nets onto the stage. Gets on, but Kameme still picking it up. And there we go. Back here gonna close the game. Jen, what a great start. And even toward the end, he was looking so good. Just could not find that up tilt he wanted. And I think it was because he was looking just a little bit too hard for it.
Yeah, he was kind of telegraphing it really hard. And I do want to bring up a little bit of a fun fact. Kameme played this matchup at the Thursday Encore Weekly against New York's other Ryu main, Dre Charles, where Dre took him to game 3. So
let's go, Dre.
Yeah, let's go, Dre. So this matchup definitely is not out of the impossible as it might seem on paper for Ryu. As you saw, Jen had Kameme on the ropes right there.
Street Fighter combos, though. Oh, we got the Mega Man combos. A into A into A.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's funny. A lot of Mega Man's moves in Smash just kind of suck in the context of this game, so it's really cool to see them work here. That's going to be big damage coming up for Jen.
And he's dead. No jump.
That's weird. It looked like Kameme just lost it trying to jump out of the combo, maybe.
Very true. Yeah, you usually see Mega Man players preserve that until after the up B in case they need a second option.
Yeah, he's one of the few characters in the game that can do that, so it's kind of surprising for Kameme kind of getting slot, caught with his pants down in such situation.
Ooh, the shields, though. Perfect timing. Getting right in between that projectile storm. Ooh, Jen almost with a big break. One up tilt at this percent range could mean so much.
Yeah, Mega Man being one of the heaviest characters in the game, he'll ride that up tilt for a lot of damage. And you see Jen starting to play around with the item now, which is actually proved to be huge.
Mega Man having a catch with Dad.
Yeah, with with a buzzsaw.
Hey, this family goes hard.
Yeah.
Capcom is. Oh, that's it.
Shoryuken. Then we'll be seeing you.
Look, Dad, just like you.
Fantastic.
Okay, another Z-drop metal blade into up air into another metal blade. That was 50 damage already.
That did so much damage. Oh my goodness. But Jen still in the driver's seat here, albeit with a few more percent on him.
He's mashing on that air dodge. Scared of the tornadoes, but it's the Shoryuken that you have to look out for. Can't press buttons on the way down. He's got the same tools that you have.
Plus actual tools.
Yes, literally, he's made of tools.
Yeah, may I remind you, that is a buzzsaw. It's funny, like, I say it all the time, if Blend Wheel actually functioned like it did in the Mega Man games, it'd be the most broken projectile in Smash history. Like,
yeah, that is free the best weapon in Mega Man 2. If you're using anything else, you're just wasting your time.
If you're using Metal Blade, if you're not using Metal Blade, you're trying to actually play the game. Like,
yeah, right? Like, we're playing completely different games.
All right, so we actually see our first 2-0 lead here of our block here, Max. So Jen with his back against the wall. Kameme Once again, trying to get himself punch stick in the top 8.
Oh, that neutral air clanking out the attempted Z-drop Metal Blade. Jen just protecting himself with buttons.
That pratfall could have been so dangerous if Kameme wasn't arranged for that. That could have been another jab lock situation, so...
Yeah, we're going to see Ryu die to that. I want to say about 90 with no rage here on Battlefield. So yeah, there we go, 88%. Kameme's got the Metal Blade locked and loaded, and you saw he wanted a Z-drop, and you know what's to follow.
Yeah, but it looks like Ryu's up air just kind of beats that outright, so definitely something to keep in mind here.
Yeah, anything can clank out the Metal Blade. So one thing that's kind of counterintuitive is that you have to swing into a lot of the stuff to pierce through Mega Man.
It's just, watching Mega Man walk is terrifying.
Because he can, at any point, start shooting, jumping, running, and of course doing any of his moves.
Yeah, and then Jen, once again, find himself in a rough spot right here.
Oh, what's the punish? It's going to be a Shoryu to answer the Tatsu. That move, man, is so slow.
Shout out to Marvel too, man.
Did the mega upper. Kameme just gonna land, shoot a lemon into space for no reason, and hopefully, if he has his way, continue building this lead. Oh, wow. I don't know if that was respect that he backed off for and just didn't want to trade, but either way, it worked out.
Yeah, it goes for the ledge jump here, and the back air is not going to kill Mega Man, but it's going to put Kameme in a rough spot right now. That was interesting. I respect the attempt because Mega Man doesn't have a hitbox on his up B, so, you know. And
why not?
Yeah, why not? You might as well.
This is potentially the last stock of the tournament here for Jen, though, who's had quite a wild ride.
Strong up tilt, though. We'll get the job done, Max.
Okay, 29%. That's 2 hits, literally. That's a forward air and a back air. Shoot the lemons, set the Metal Blade up, take advantage of the fact that Jen is on the edge.
Oh, but a missed input at Tatsu. Good thing he doesn't turn around in the next game, am I right?
True, but they also made it easier or harder for him to get accidental input moves like that. So I can't imagine Jen intentionally went for Tatsu there.
Yeah, that was definitely an accident for sure.
Gonna have to pay the price all the same though. Air to dash attack. Okay, we're seeing some damage come out here for Jen.
Yeah, that rogue hard knuckle could result in a big punish for Jen, but again, he's only going to get a couple up tilts for his problems. And now he's back on the offensive here. Kameme definitely can't afford to fall asleep at the wheel here.
Showing that he's got some Z-drop Metal Blade tricks of his own. Jen not going to pick it up. Okay.
He power shielded that lemon at point blank range, man. That was crazy.
We are an up tilt away on either side from this game ending here.
Yeah,
the clank saved him.
That feels bad. That feels real bad, man. Again, good use of Gerard back air right there. Now Kameme in, back in the ledge here. Forward throw. Going to be really smart.
Jen with the fake trump, but no, Kameme still just forcing his way back on. What do you have for that heavy jab?
Yeah, very seldomly used move for Ryu. Goes for the downer, but not going to get the spike hitbox of it.
Jen is trying to end it all right now. He does not want this match to drag on for another second if he can help it. Oh, the dash attack, that's going to do it.
Oh, my God. The perfect shield on the back air into the dash attack to kill. And Jen, maybe that's the break he needs, Max.
And this is the support from the crowd charging up that spirit bomb.
Yeah, man. We'll see what happens. I don't think I've ever seen that move kill once in my entire life.
Dash attack?
Yeah,
no. That's real.
Okay. Well.
Not frequently, but it happens.
It happens.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, all right.
Hey. Shout out to the Jen sponsor, HO3K.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to get any footage, man?
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay. Here we go. Game 4. Jen versus Kameme. It's going to be Town and City. This is early kill heaven, but I don't really think Kameme cares. He can do the same thing.
Yeah, like, you've seen a large amount of these kills coming off the top anyway, so I feel like Kameme is just going to have his work a little bit easier for him. But like I said, oh no, not the stretch or anything but that.
That's the kill.
Yeah, that is rough, man. That could potentially take the wind out of Jen's sails.
And that might have been the counter pick coming into play right there. That's all it needed to do.
All according to the plan.
I would call Kameme crazy for taking a Ryu here, but oddly enough, he's just barely been up tilted or down tilted at all because of the keep away game he's playing. So I don't think he has to worry all that much about it. Whoa, the chase down!
I'm gonna get you.
You're too slow.
Again, these landing up airs from Mega Man are just so hard to deal with because of how much shield damage they do. But Kameme is still sitting at this dangerous percent right now. If Jen plays his cards right.
Places up tilt, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's really the only card he needs, though. So we'll see if it's going to make an appearance. Kameme, again, just setting up this brick wall, running away, throwing whatever he has at Ryu, and no focus is going to save you. Metal Blades, multi-hit. Lemons, there's 3 of them.
Yep.
Back air, up air.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Jen do a single focus this entire set.
Yeah. He needs to focus up, though, on the reel if he wants to pull this off. Oh, and pops out. Phenomenal DI from Kameme. It looked like he was trying to roll back already, so it kind of buffered the SDI.
If there's one thing I've seen from Kameme in the days he's been in the States, his SDI is insane. Oh, the up smash will do it. As Kameme punches his ticket into top 8, as HO3K Jen will finish at a 9th place. But a great round of applause for the youngins, man. That's 2 of New York's finest and youngest stars finishing out just outside of top 8. So
3 of them. Odyssey.
Yeah, man. Odyssey? SDX? Do we count them? Yeah, okay.
Oh, you're counting Odyssey and Jen?
Yeah, Odyssey.
I was counting SDX and Jen, but yeah. Yes. So, tough break for the New York youngins. Just kept slightly out of this top 8, but they should be very proud of themselves. 9th place, going through this monstrosity of a bracket. You definitely have to be happy. Jen, by the way, I want to point out, super unfortunate, had to take out all his boys on the way here, or at least had a bracket full of homies. He had the winner of Bankai and Ralphie, who are like, these guys are like never seen without each other. And then Bankai pulled it off 3-2 on Ralphie, and then Jen had to take Bankai out.
Yeah, man, it's a rough go, but again, the future for this game is bright. The future for this scene is bright. And again, that was a lot of fun. So I believe that might be the end for us.
It is.
Getting a quick transition in the top before we get in the top 8. So,
guys, here we got a couple things going on. Just real quick before we cut it. First, I want to announce our top 8 players in case you missed anything.
Yes,
we've got on the winner's side Nairo versus Abadango. On the other side of winner's bracket, Shuton versus Komori Kiri. Japanese invasion going nuts. 3 out of their 4 representatives are 3 out of the 4 top 8 winner spots. However,
crazy, man.
Take a trip to the lower bracket, and we've got DeBuzz versus 6WX. Little tri-state showdown. And then it's going to be Kameme versus Light.
And that's going to be a rematch in a crew battle, and if it went anything like yesterday, Lord help us. Just saying.
And lastly, give me like 10 seconds. You see this right here, the Players Ball Invitational. If you guys wanted to come as a spectator, just now made it public on Smash GG. You can come buy your tickets as soon as this confirm button works. Guys, July 29th, smash.gg/players-ball. Yep. Check it out. $20 for a ticket to spectate. Half of it goes to the pot. 5 VIP passes available for $50. Right. You get some free drinks, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, it's going to be a sick time, and so is this top 8.
We'll both be there.
Yeah, we'll both be there.
I'm Koopa.
I'm Max Ketchum. It's been a pleasure.
See you guys next time.
Hiss to the stage. Hiss is the current South Korean beatbox champion. Hiss has been all around the world, one of the best beatboxers right now, and he's only 17 years old. Legend. Okay, so how these battles are going to work for anybody that's never seen a beatbox battle before. There's going to be 2 beatboxers, okay? And it's going to be a minute 30, a minute 30, a minute 30, a minute 30. 2 rounds each, a minute 30 per round. And then we have our judges. After the battle, they're going to choose which beatboxer they want to move on to the next round. And these are all very esteemed judges, so you can trust their decision. If they can't make a decision, they're going to vote for overtime, like this. And if they vote OT, then it goes to another round, 30 seconds each, and that's it, just 1 round. So, are you guys ready for some battles? I said, are you ready for some battles? Hey. All right, Smash Sounds 2018. We're about to get into the quarterfinals. I need to get Bloomer to the stage. And I need to get DJ Bean to the stage. Hold on, we got to get a coin to figure out who goes first. All right, guys. DJ Bean, you came from farther. Heads or tails? You got heads. All right, we got Bloomer going first. I have your microphone. I need to find my microphone. I got 2. There's your microphone. So I'm going to get a minute 30 on the timer. Guys, beatbox battles, they need your energy while they are battling. So if you hear something crazy, they need you to go crazy, okay? If you hear something you don't like, show them your support. We're a supportive community. We're here for each other, and we're not here to put each other down. But I can assure you that these two guys are some of the best in the world right now, so this is about to be crazy. I'm super hyped. Bloomer, are you ready?
Yes.
Crowd, are you ready? All right, Smash Sounds 2018. We're about to kick it off with the top 8. Bloomer, in 3, 2, 1. Beatbox. And that's time. Ay, mamá, yo no quiero bailar. A ti lo que me gusta flipar. Ay, bailar, yo no quiero bailar. A ti lo que me gusta flipar. Boy, mama. Boy, mama. 10 seconds. Time. Swing and bass. 3 years ago. And that is time. Yo, give it up for this battle. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Yo, real quick. Make some noise if this is your first time seeing a beatbox battle. That's what's up. That is what's up. That's what's up. All right. So, you know what it is. We about to take this to our judges. Judges, are you ready? All right. Judges, point this way for DJ Bean, this way for Bloomer. In 3, 2, 1.
This game's winner is
Bloomer! All right, so Bloomer will be moving on to the semifinals. Up next to the stage. Actually, give it up one more time for DJ Bean, everybody. That was tight. That was a tight battle. First battle, and it's already super close. Judges, how do you feel about that one? Crazy. Almost too close. But don't forget, you do have overtime rounds. I saw Chris Solis used his. All right, we need to get our next battlers to the stage. Can I get Amit? And can I get Dwayne? We got an international battle right now. Dwayne from Colombia, Amit from Queens. All right. Thank you. Dwayne. You came, hey, what's up, man? You came from farther. Heads or tails? He says tails. It's tails. Who's going first? You want to go first? Dwayne won the coin toss and he's choosing to go first. Ballsy move. Over here, okay, thank you, crowd. Thank you, crowd, for your help. All right, are you ready? Amit, you ready? Crowd, are you ready? All right, we got our next battle, Dwayne versus Amit. Smash Sounds 2018. In 3, 2, 1. Beatbox with a minute. Our world is gone. There are people without us all. Others waiting for love. I guess they are still. Oh. Come on, everybody, with the hands up. It's up, what's up, it's up, it's up, what's up, it's up, what's up, it's up, what's up, it's up, what's up, so freedom all around the world. No bounds. It's up, 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 it's up. 10 seconds. And that's time. Yo, first of all, bro, what are those? All right. You want to battle? You want to battle? You want to battle? You must be crazy. You want to battle? You want to battle? You want to battle? You must be crazy. You must be crazy. You must be crazy. 10 seconds. And that's time.
We got slow, you must not go slow. Simple. It's still simple. Wait.
10 seconds.
And again.
And that's time. Listen. Listen. Seconds. And that is time. Crowd, make some noise for that battle. That was another battle. Another close battle. Jeez. Wow. You guys are crazy. There was some tension there. I felt it, that battle tension. But at the end of the day, these guys are homies. It's the beautiful part about these communities, because whenever we're battling each other, Smash and Beatbox, no remorse, no holding back. You want to kill the other person. You want to take the other person's stock. But then right after, you shake hands, and then we're all friends after. That's what it's all about. All right, guys. Judges. Judges, we need your decision. We got Dwayne this way. We got Amit this way. In 3, 2, 1.
This game's winner is...
We got Amit. Moving on to the semifinals.
Amit is
make
one
some
of my
noise.
biggest motivations in the world community.
Yo, make some noise for Dwayne real quick.
Make some noise.
That second round was fucked up, bro. You got me scared there, man.
You guys will be seeing Amit in the semifinals later versus Bloomer. So the semifinal will be Amit and Bloomer. All right. We need our next battlers to the stage. Can I get Galoosh? We got Galoosh. And up against Galoosh, your current American Beatbox champion. We need one known. All right, we got to determine who is going to go first. One known. You came from farther. Heads or tails? He says tails. Oh. You got tails. All right, Galoosh is going first. You can hand him that microphone. One known versus Galoosh. Crowd, are you ready for this battle? Galoosh, you good to go? All right, timer's on you in 3, 2, 1. Beatbox.
That's 2. All right, one known. It's on you in 3, 2, 1.
Let me show you how to battle. Switch. 10
seconds. And that's time. All right, Galoosh. Galoosh, it's on you in 3, 2, 1. Gonna get in my car, drive away. I drive so far, no one's gonna catch me. Drive so fast, accelerate. Drive so far, no one's gonna find me. And that's time. All right, one known. It's on you in 3, 2, 1.
Nice, bro. You know this. Maybe not. Whoa, when I hip check. 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 Feel it.
10 seconds. And that's time. Wow, make some noise for that battle. All right, we got to go to our judges. Judges, are you ready? All right. Judges, in 3, 2, 1.
This game's winner is...
We got one known, moving on to the next round. And guys, make some noise for Galoosh. This is such a nice guy. Super. Just look at that picture, guys. You gotta make some noise for that guy. It's such a nice guy. Galoosh, Galoosh. All right. Yo, we got one more battle in the top 8. So let's get right to it. I need Cold to the stage. And I need Kenny Irvin to the stage. Thank you, guys. Every time I flip this coin, I lose it. All right, you came from farther. Heads or tails? You got tails. Who goes first? All right. Cold, you're going first. Middle mic. These people are putting the mics in the different spot every time. All right, this is going to be our last battle of the top 8, and then we got a judges showcase from Hiss right after this. Cole, you ready? Yeah. Crowd, are you ready? Yeah. All right, let's go. In 3, 2, 1. Y'all like Smash? Yeah? Seconds. That's time. All right, Kenny Urban in 3, 2, 1. How much time do we have left? 10 seconds. And that's time. All right, Cold, it's on you. Round 2 in 3, 2, 1. There's a real drum and bass. Put your hands up. 10 seconds. Yeah. Seconds. And that's time. Wow. Make some noise for the last battle of your quarterfinals. Yeah. Okay. We're going to get into the judge's decision. And I just want to say, special shout out to the live stream. Special shout out to the 3,500 viewers that we have watching right now. Yeah, make some noise for that crowd. Make some noise for the live stream. Yeah. Smash Sounds 2018 Beatbox Battle Super Smash Bros. Tournament. Let's go to our judges to figure out who's moving on to the semifinals. Judges, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1.
This game's winner is
Kenny Urban. So that means it's going to be Kenny Urban versus One Known in the semifinals. I'm going to beatbox for you guys for a couple minutes and show you guys what I do in my hand. So guys, whenever I'm not hosting, I also do some beatbox battles, and I do a lot of beatbox battles. And I'm going to show you guys my beats out of my mouth. Well, when you put it that way, right? If you guys like what you hear, I actually have my own personal album. You can check it out if you search Napalm on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. It's called Lips because the whole thing is made with my lips. Check it. Just creeping on the beat.
break it. Check it.
Yeah, make some mother freaking noise. All right, up next, we got a very special showcase. This beatboxer came all the way from South Korea. He is the Vice Grand Beatbox Battle Champion. He is the current Korean Beatbox Champion. Let me get Hiss to the stage. Yo. This is his. From South Korea. How you feeling? Yeah, trumpet. Alright, do we stay dream? They be sleeping on us, I'm just trying to see what they see. Alright, do we stay dream? They be sleeping on us, I'm just trying to see what. Daydream. Trying to see what they see. Daydream. Keep me going. Set fire. Skeleton dance.
Make some noise. I'll make a new routine. So, little bit chill. Hope you enjoy. One, two, please go. 1, 2, please go. 1, 2, please go. I don't want this. I don't want to disco. Okay. Want to please go. I don't want to disco. I want to please go. I don't want this. I don't want this. Don't want to this. I don't want this. some flow. Oh. Donkey Kong, motherfucker.
Thank you very much.
Hey. Make some noise for Hiss.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, everybody stick around. Everybody, stay where you're at. We're about to get in to the top 8 of Super Smash Brothers.
Hey, I'm the MC for the evening and my name is Max. I thought I came to smash, turns out I came to rap. I'm about to maim this track and my aim is that New York City gonna turn up cause the game is back. We the Broken Bazaar right in our backyard with the tri-state region and we go mad hard. You can hear the beatbox is playing in the background. Everybody get loud for top 8 of Smash Town! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back! Yo, we are out here in Brooklyn, New York. Make some noise. All right, y'all saw what they could do, but now it's time for us to show them what we could do. If you've never seen a Smash tournament yourself, make some noise. All right, we got some new blood in the building. All of us are new to beatboxing too, so it's gonna be a treat. But guys, right before we cut into this top 8, we got a special presentation from House of 3000 on the stream. Roll it, boys!
Hold up. Oh man, here we are, guys. We're here at Smash Sounds. That was an amazing beatbox tournament, but I'm here, K-Taro, and I'm here with my boy.
Word.
And we're here to commentate top 8 of this amazing tournament. It's going to be so fantastic. We got a lot of top players here. Give me an example.
Yeah, we sure do. Okay, so if you guys watched the crew battle last night, I'm Hazmat, by the way. I didn't actually introduce myself. I was in the beatbox mood. If you're not in the beatbox mood after that, nothing will get you into it.
That was so hype.
Dude, it was actually awesome. So what I gotta say is, if you guys watched the crew battle last night, Japan versus basically Tri-State, all of the Japan versus Tri-State members who were on the crews are up there playing in the top 8, except for Mr. E, who was a sub for DeBuzz. So the original, isn't that crazy? It's Kitaro, I'm saying, man.
Wait, all of them?
Yeah.
So it's a crew battle, 4v4.
It was, yeah. And the only difference
7
is
people are in there.
yeah. And it was Mr. E subbed out for DeBuzz, and DeBuzz is in top 8, and Mr. E isn't. So it's really close. But we have everybody up there is on the PGR. It's gonna be amazing. Tri-State showed up, but the only one left in winners for Tri-State.
Wait,
Nairo.
there's only one?
Nairo.
Really?
It's just Nairo, dude. Yeah, it's
Oh
also
my god, what happened, man? What happened?
I don't know,
America?
dude.
They're all sitting there going, yeah, whatever that's the first time I've ever said that in my life. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I
They're
was
busy, man.
born here, and I refuse to say that. That's the only time you hear me say that. And
You didn't get caught up in the crowd?
Hmm?
You didn't get caught up in the crowd? I said
did.
it by accident a couple times.
I don't know. Every
It
time
just
they said it,
happened.
I kind of was like every time they said "you're," I was like,
Yeah, okay, you roll the eyes a little. Like,
I mean, it was hype though. I love hype crowds. Florida's hype, for example. SoCal can be hype at times, but New York, like, has shown that they're on par with like Florida. I
Right.
think. Yeah.
yeah, definitely Florida. Yeah, the Florida crowd. As we saw at CEO, last weekend, 2 weekends ago. Was that last weekend? I don't know. I'm going crazy, man.
It's crazy. All these events happen so fast. I don't even know.
Really do, dude. So yeah, it was CEO last weekend. So many, not only hype, but the sets were super hype as well. The crowd was hype, sets were hype, everything was good. We're actually going to see potential runbacks, especially Nairo's got 2 people who knocked him out of the tournament at CEO. First off, let me say, hold on. Yeah, Abadango, they're going to play first actually in winners. But actually, these 2 are going to play first. But hold on, they're walking up together. What's going on here? This is it.
Ready, set, go.
All right, now we're friends. This is like a friendship walk, actually. I was expecting a little more heat, a little more blood. But that's 6WX. For those of you who don't know, he went on a monstrous run through losers. Today, Kitaro, let me reel it off for you real quick. 6WX, Suarez was his first opponent. Yoshi, good Yoshi player. 2-0, 6. 6WX had to play Kofi. Kofi is a Fox Game & Watch Zero Suit main. 3-2, 5-game set right there. 6WX next had to play Mr. E. 3-1, 6WX. 6WX then had to play Juice, an amazing Zero Suit Samus player. 6WX won, 3-0. And finally, to get into top 8 qualifier, 6 had to defeat my man Mars, and he did, man. He played so amazing that set. He won 3-1 over Mars. So 6 trying to continue his momentum, but if someone can stop the momentum, it is DeBuzz. There goes back to Max is doing a good job, man. I gotta say.
He's amazing as a host right now. I actually was surprised to see Max as an MC, but he is doing awesome. You hear that voice? Woo! You hear that voice? 6WX, man. I made up a nickname for him. Yeah. Right, but I only will say it if he takes a game. If he doesn't take a game, I won't say the name.
He's got to earn it.
Yeah, he's got to earn it.
Earn your stripes.
But every time when I was watching him play against Mars, I said the nickname.
Did you really?
Take a game? Yes. I screamed it out. I was like, all right, I can't say it.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll chill.
esports, you know.
Okay.
But if he takes a game,
tweet it out.
I will immediately say no. I will say it.
You will say it?
Okay, man. Yeah, I'm hyped to see this, man. I want to see 6WX. When I saw him fighting Mars, like, I love Mars.
Yes.
I'm rooming with him for SmashCon.
Yeah.
He's visiting the loft.
Is he really?
Rachel's amazing.
Rachel's the best. Shout out.
Exactly.
Okami, check her out on Twitter. The Amiibos. She's the best Amiibo painter in the game, as far as I know.
Behind me, but yeah.
Well, aside from Kitaro, Kitaro's originals.
Yeah, I'm about to start it tomorrow. But here we go. This is tough. I remember back in the old days, in the Tri-State days, K-Tar, etc. 6WX used to be able to go almost near even with the Buzz, taking sets. They had like Game 15 Grand Final sets where the Buzz took a set, 6WX took a set, and it was Game 5 of the second set. I want to see if something like that can happen again. However, this is only one set, a best of 5, and this is winners or losers?
Losers.
What
So this
happened?
is DeBuzz today had to play Locust first. He won 3-0.
Okay.
Next, he had to play Shuton, who I am such a fan of. I do not like Olimar as a character, but Shuton as a player, you gotta respect what he does. He is absolutely amazing. He won 3-2, by the way. That's where I was going with that. And that's DeBuzz. He knows Olimar in and out. DeBuzz, we saw DeBuzz play Myron last weekend at CEO, and he took that one pretty convincingly. Myron, very, very good Olimar as well. So DeBuzz clearly knows the matchup really well. But Shuton, working some magic, man. He's in winners.
Working some amazing magic. He is in winners. I love the stream runners right now. I see you. Anyways, turn the camera back, man. They don't want to see me. Turn it back to the Buzz. I'm trying to eat some chicken. Turn it back to the Buzz. Okay, but I know the Buzz did lose to Shuton before, and it was like a big deal because the Buzz used to main Olimar.
Yes.
He was losing. He thought Olimar wasn't as good in this game, so he said, I need a new character. Well, he's playing Rosa too, but he's like, I'm going to go Rosa. Mostly Rosa. Finally goes Rosa. Barely goes Olimar now. Yep. But then the Olimar defeats him. Japan show it. What's up with Japan's Olimars?
Dude, they're amazing.
Remember Brawl, Nietono, and Brood?
That's right.
Oh, man. Well, I'm not going to get into Brawl.
Anyway, Brawl.
Yeah.
That's a whole different... We can talk about that all day. Anyway, so we're going to sit down. DeBuzz also, on his way, Qatar, he had to defeat Odyssey. If you're familiar with him, very, very good Tri-State Fox. That went to a Game 5 situation, and you thought the yours were coming out before, and that's it. I've never heard Tri-State you're harder, but Kitaro, Game 1, coming up here. 6WX against DeBuzz. Smashville is the starting stage.
Wow, Luma is gone already. Okay, props to 6WX for being able to take it out literally before the game said, like, go.
Yeah, and it's so important to get rid of Luma, especially in this matchup when you're trying to approach as Sonic. It's really... Oh, he ducks! Oh, he's swinging! 6WX!
Yeah, that was such a good snipe with that F smash with 6WX and getting that grab. Luma doesn't even matter right now. You know what this reminds me of? Broccoli versus Gar. All right? I don't mean to bring anime into this, but Luma is the sand, and it can't catch up. It cannot catch up. 6WX is just that fast.
True, man, and again, you're seeing as fast as 6WX is, the Luma is leaving the screen even faster. But DeBuzz, he's so good at fighting without Luma, but Sonic, it's just going to be really tough to keep him away without the faithful star there to defend DeBuzz.
Yeah, there's the thing about Rosalina where she's good at zoning people out. DeBuzz likes to play zoning characters back in Brawl Olimar. Back in this game, Rosalina and Luma and Olimar. However, the issue is Sonic is so fast, it doesn't even matter. He can just run in out of nowhere, just surprise you. You try to zone him out, it doesn't matter. And props to 6WX for running in and trying to get that grab.
Look at that, too, forward throw, kicking, booting away the Luma, going for the up air, too. I feel like that's a 6 special, man. His up airs are so good. He gets you with the tippy toes of them right at the top of the blast zone and KOs you, man.
Ooh, okay. All right. He's probably going to look for that F smash really soon. And actually, he doesn't even seem to care. He just wants to keep Rosalina in the air. And I like how he actually decided to use the bounce thing, the up B, to be able to keep himself in the air until Luma comes back.
That's right, man. Here we go. Now both these players. 6 again. He's just trying to get rid of Luma, using the good hitbox right there on his spin. But nice, DeBuzz fighting his way back onto the stage. And now in the advantage.
One thing I appreciate about 6WX is he'll run off the stage and just try some crazy stuff that people aren't expecting. He'll go near the ledge and okay. Calm down.
Oh, the evasion right there. Jumping around, air dodging, back airing in the back of the head. We'll be seeing you. 6WX taking a very important lead right here, Kitaro.
Oh my goodness. He's doing fantastic right now. However, he still does have 89%. He looked super dominant in the last game, but with Luma around especially, and including some rage that he's actually putting on Rosalina. Oh, okay.
Look at Luma. Luma's chilling, dude.
Yep.
Okay, nice. Good job by DeBuzz. Again, fighting his way off the ledge, but he's got to get rid of 6WX's stock fast. He does not want to deal with the Rage Sonic.
Rage Sonic, that's an interesting thing. We saw what happened to Mars earlier. He like up-beat, up-aired, and then made Mars, or jumped on the up-B after up-airing and was able to up-air again.
What a tricky recovery right there. I love the early activation, throwing off DeBuzz's timing. So here comes 6 again. He's going to have to get tricky up the ledge, but DeBuzz, man, he's so good at the ledge, especially with that up-air. Nice catch by the Rosalina and Luma Phenom right there, tying up the game in terms of stocks.
Whenever it's like Rosalina and Luma trying to ledge trap you, it's almost like a 2v1 because Luma's trying to ledge trap you. Also, Rosalina. Luma could be jabbing, and then Rosalina could be sitting there just waiting to grab you or up smash you. And okay, I like that multi-hit trying to knock him down low.
Yeah, and that last hit actually he already got rid of the Luma, I'm pretty sure, but he really wanted to make sure the deed was done. Here comes DeBuzz though. Nice, great tracing with that back air too, following the movement from 6. Very nice from DeBuzz, but here comes 6. Like I said, the up airs, Kitaro.
Uh-oh, he was about to use that up B boost again like he did last time. However, it seems like he wasn't able to get it, and I like how DeBuzz saw what happened last time, and Mars was like, that's not happening. No way. And DeBuzz is bringing us back.
Okay, a nice, good job by DeBuzz right there, saving Luma. She was so close to falling off the stage. And 6, unable to get her right there. Let's see what he can find now, though. Spinning his way in and getting rid of Luma. If there's one thing we've seen in this game 1, it's that 6WX knows how to clear out that star.
Oh, that is 100%. And if you notice right now, even when he's alone, he's actually going really aggressive on 6WX because he knows that you cannot run away from Sonic. Sonic is way faster than Rosalina sitting there in high heels and a dress.
Good use right there of Luma, pushing away 6WX. DeBuzz staying alive. Oh, did you see that?
Second jump wasted, but beautiful recovery from 6WX. Barely able to dodge that down there.
Yeah, got to give 6 a ton of credit right there, holding on to this game 1. He does not want to lose it. He has such a nice lead.
Oh my gosh, was able to air dodge through that and get that up air. Is Luma still there though?
The counter up air was so nice from 6. Like, I like the way he's sitting on that platform. He does not want to rush in because DeBuzz can KO right now, up smash, things like that. And a little bit of power from DeBuzz is going to clear out the Sonic.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Look at DeBuzz, he nodded. Dude, he nodded. He knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yep, that's supposed to happen.
That's right.
I hit you down and you go up.
Here we go. We get the instant replay technology. Shout out to the house. Running an amazing stream all weekend. We're going to see this one again. Boom! Off the top. DeBuzz knew. He nodded, dude. Can we see DeBuzz in the instant replay cam? I meant to. Can we see him? Hold on. Watch.
Wait, is that possible?
Watch. Yeah, watch. This is real. This is super real. Watch. He comes down there. Watch. Look at him. See? Yep. He goes, yep.
I knew that.
Oh my God.
The Buzz knew that.
3,000 beast. If you're
They're good.
East Coast,
Yep.
get the Buzz, please. I mean, not the Buzz, sorry. Not the 3,000.
I was like, get them where? Where we bringing them? Anyway, game 2, I like it. Looks like it's going to be a change of game plan and not a change of floor plan. 6WX going to try to find out how to win a game here on Smashville, Kitaro.
I don't know if that's going to work out. He did do really well in the first game. However, the Buzz did bring it back, especially with Rage Luma. Not even Rage Rosalina Luma. Rage Luma able to get that strong down air. It's going to be hard to see if 6WX can not only get a lead again, but try to be able to win while having a lead and having Rosalina Luma with Rage.
Yeah, this is a good situation for DeBuzz. Good job with the shield. Rosalina is so good at juggling you, and Sonic has a really hard time landing, especially against someone like DeBuzz who knows all the options. He's so good at the matchup. Let's see what he can do here now, though. He has 6 off stage. Nice, good forward tilt right there. 6WX clearing out some space, but DeBuzz still on the hunt, Kitaro.
Wow, he is keeping him completely off the stage right now. Only 61% on Rosalina Luma. I don't know if 6WX will be able to take the first stock this time like he did last time around. And last time he did, he only had like 60 or 70% on him. So even if he does take the stock, it's going to be just more rough. And here we go. This is the Rage on Rosa.
A big thing, too, in this game, too, a big difference is that DeBuzz has been able to hold on to Luma. I believe that's still his initial Luma, so that's really good for DeBuzz. Bad news for 6, looking for the upset. Oh, it connected. Okay, caught that last little bit of hair that Sonic has up there.
What even was that B attack? That neutral B. Oh my God, Dragon Ball Z.
6WX, what a trade right there. That was so smart. Look at that. Using the Rage, forward smash, catching Rosalina. Very nice stuff. 6WX has a lead again, Kitaro.
That is amazing. I like how he was able to do that. He got the KO, was able to still live. Surprising KO too, because it looked like he had more percent. He was still able to get it. 150 right now. Anything can KO. And we know that Rosalina Luma is likely going to look for that gentleman jab attack to get the KO. And there it is, right there.
That's right. Yeah, we saw him doing it a few times earlier too before he lost his stock as well. But here we go. 6WX max Rage. He's going to. The defender. Luma came in so clutch right there because that was such a bad position. The Smashville platform so close to the blast zone. There you go. What scoop up by DeBuzz. Up smash, clearing out that Rage Sonic.
Yeah, that's a lot of lag coming out there from that back air, and he did miss it. I guess he was really hoping it would work out because he knew that most likely if he missed that back air, he was dead.
Right,
and this is the comeback that we're looking for coming out from DeBuzz. Especially with these jabs, you know what's going to happen. However, these jabs don't seem to be working against Sonic spin dash.
It's tough, man. I mean, you got to get the timing down, but also we're seeing the Luma is gone again. Very big factor, but here comes DeBuzz just diving in.
What? Rosalina has a big head. Able to get like 40%,
big
like
head,
50.
Big head for DeBuzz's big brain. And here it comes right now, looking for the up air, can't find it.
Oh my gosh, did Luma stop that? I'm actually confused on how he's able to stop that disconnect, but beautiful neutral B and stopping Luma, taking her out.
The point blank homing attack, he really made it work out for him. That was crazy stuff from 6. Here he goes. As we've seen, DeBuzz is opting to be a little aggressive, even without Luma. Goes high with recovery, and it works.
Okay, and I love that spacing. Oh, he tried to get that. Tried to get him into the ground, make him hopefully take. Oh, my goodness.
Twinkle toes all the way at the top. We'll be seeing you. 6 taking a game.
6WX is more like 6W6.
It was at that point it had been 6X, but he found the W. It's gonna be 6WX now, putting himself on the board right there. 1-1, very nice stuff. Look at that, twinkle toes, man. He waited that out. Tippy toes, reaching all the way to the top, Kitaro. But we're gonna see what DeBuzz does here.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a strong counterpick stage choice. I know DeBuzz loves to go to triplats. I don't know if 6WX knows to ban that, so we'll see. Okay, FD. Maybe he did ban that.
So a lot of this on FD is going to be about ground control. These two against each other. You know, Rosalina and Luma so good at controlling the space right in front of them, especially with the Luma. But Sonic, he has a lot of ways to get in on her, as we've seen 6 do throughout these 2 games so far.
Okay, well, right now it's going to be a lot harder to approach. There's definitely no platform, so he's going to have to be able to jump over. However, I feel like he wasn't even using the platforms to approach Rosalina earlier.
Right.
He was jumping right in front of her face, actually in between Rosa and Luma, and then knocking Luma away afterwards. Oh, goodness, 55% already.
The Buzz is swinging, man. I like this a lot. The counter pick really working out for him. See here, again. Here's a big thing, too, is, again, we're seeing a game start out where 6 can't get rid of the Luma because that's where he's been making his money in these games, Kitaro.
I want to see how he's going to try to approach right now. I feel like it's going to be spin dash cancels. Most likely jump over again. And, okay, this time deciding to take out Luma.
Oh, she's there, though. No, she held on in the forward smash. The assist.
He almost could have been able to charge that, and if he did, he might have actually been able to get the KO. But he went for the safe charge, knowing that 6WX might be able to get up too fast. And that was good coverage.
Sure, man. You've seen these jabs, too, so clutch for DeBuzz. Such a good control option, especially when there's only really ground in front of you. You don't have to worry about the platforms. DeBuzz really controlling and dictating the pace of this match so far.
That's crazy, because I feel like 6WX was still playing really good throughout this match. However, he's only put on 23% onto DeBuzz, but getting him on the ledge, you would think that's a good thing. However, that's where he loves to be. He's going to sit there, double jump, hang on the ledge for a while, wait until ledge invincibility completely goes out, then get off, and now here's Luma.
Yeah, he was just waiting for Luma, basically, biding his time. Super smart strategy, especially because, like, Six has really earned the respect at this point. He's been duking it out with DeBuzz, especially when Luma's not there. So DeBuzz, of course, going to wait for his trusty star to come back, and now we see Six at the ledge. Ooh, he was tracing him. Did you see him run all the way back? He was ready to go. He went deep for that one.
He's like, come on, spin dash. But there we go. That's DeBuzz getting an early stock lead right now. Only 49%, a double roll, looking beautiful.
Yeah, now Six has a mountain to climb, but he has the two separated. Nice. Oh, you got to watch out for Luma on the way down from that up B. Very nice from DeBuzz, using all his options right there. Very good.
Wow, it looks like he's not even trying to take off Luma right now. However, double jab or triple jab will be able to take him off right there. Let's see if he can get back on the stage.
Ooh, nice scoop up right there from the forward air. DeBuzz, again, he's been so good at fighting without Luma, too.
Yeah, this is actually my favorite type of Rosalina Luma coming out from DeBuzz. When he has to fight against someone who's really fast, such as Sonic and Captain Falcon, because he almost has to stay aggressive. He can't sit there and be able to just double jab. He has to do something. He has to make reactive moves or try to react to how Sonic's going to approach.
Definitely. It's cool because he, like, runs away, but he can turn on a dime and start fighting, too. And we've seen him mix up when he does that. Timing here up. I thought that up air might connect, but did not. And that's another thing DeBuzz has been doing, is jumping off the spring and waiting out for a better opportunity to get to the ground against Six.
Questionable using B neutral. Oh my goodness, trying to stop that recovery. Can we get that F smash? He looks for it, but cannot get the two frame.
For the down smash. He was breakdancing, man. He's feeling the spirit smash sounds.
Goodness. He is definitely, I'd say, the smoothest Sonic. Look how confident. Let's see.
Wow, what an angle from DeBuzz, because hold on. Oh, he goes for the forward throw right there, trying to get rid of the Luma. Instead, he just jabs her out, whiffs the grab, though. This is a bad situation for Six.
I like that mix-up, though. He did do that double jab. Okay, our random backer. He did do that double jab to try to take out Luma. Saw that